Podcast is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective, I smell tamers on the way.
No, that you just went past a bathroom, that's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Teromon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Tageru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just a Joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Hello there, lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome in to episode 378 of the Code Crown podcast.
Wow.
I know, right? My name is AJ, joined along, of course, by Miss Megmon.
Hi, come back.
Yeah. It's been a minute since you were here. You went to Lanzarote and just abandoned us.
I did.
How dare you go to the sunshine?
And I came back and you still had some.
Yeah, you brought the sunshine home with you.
It was sunny while I was gone.
Kinda. More overcast than. But, oh, thank you. I wore this last night for the card pack unboxing. It was meant to be my birthday outfit. But
You need to fix your drills, they're stabbing you.
I know. It was meant to be my birthday outfit, but then the card boxes got delayed, and then Easter happened, and then the May Day bank holiday, so there was a lot. And so I'm like, okay, I got to wear it once. I'll wear it again tonight, and then it will probably go away until some other occasion, because this is not my outfit for the next season. It is not. And we didn't hit that goal for you guys to get a preview of what that outfit would be. So basically that. Basically that.
37 degrees in the catio. That sounds glorious.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, 37 cell. No. No, just no. So today we are watching Digimon Adventure, our war game.
Without that divorce-causing rat, right?
Without Angela Anaconda. Yes. I don't know how. It's like it's a very like Irish outfit. The jacket that comes with it even has like clovers on the back of it. I don't know why it looks shouldn't be looking like a Chinese dress. It is very Celtic. I don't know if I can even show off the. Oh, am I doing a spin? Oh no!
Oh, it's okay. You were under the desk.
I'm under that. Okay. Yeah, this why can I not spin in this outfit properly?
It's the
Hi, Meg. Like, see,
I just go for speed.
speed. It's the intro.
the intro,
yeah, it's the adventure intro. Oh.
What was the first Digimon movie?
It was the one where they were babies.
Lady Leomon, not you. What was the first Digimon movie? War game? Because no.
No, the one
No.
where they were babies.
I know that. I'm asking what Lady Leomon's asking about.
No, because over here it was all
It was
chopped.
all one big amalgamation.
Yeah, it was just chopped, whipped, and pureed into like one big movie.
Yeah.
And they removed a whole plot point, and you didn't notice.
Yeah, because it was kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was asking a question during it, which would have been answered by that plotline. But
Now, War Game is the second movie. The one where they're babies, where it's just Taichi and Hikari and the giant Agumon.
Mm.
That's the first one. It's that movie.
it's not technically a movie by Western standards because of the length of it, but it
Yeah.
is a movie.
It's
Yeah.
like it's basically an OVA.
Yeah.
So there's that one. You watch that, and then you go into the show proper, and then you watch War Game. That's the continuity. And then 02 happens. That'd be a struggle. That is going to be a struggle. Getting to 02 is going to be a struggle. Because you watch 02 up until the point the Digimon Emperor or Kaiser is defeated.
Yeah.
And then you watch Hurricane Touchdown.
Mm.
And then you go back to the other show.
Yeah.
And we never speak of Magnamon ever again.
Yeah.
Never. Even though they bring up Wallace, we never speak of Magnamon ever again. Because God forbid, right?
Mm.
God forbid. We never speak of Seraphimon ever again either. Or Holy Dramon.
Mm.
Because, like, Holy Dramon and Seraphimon turn up in Hurricane Touchdown, and then they just don't appear again in the actual 02 show.
Yeah.
Like, for no reason other than F you, viewer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The thing you liked? No.
yeah, no, I'm going to enjoy picking at that when we finally get to Adventure 02. But there is no Angela Anaconda to ruin our night tonight.
Divorce.
Or cause a divorce.
Thank God.
So we are watching the original Japanese version of War Game.
Which is about 40 minutes?
It's about 40 minutes. And then we'll be doing column 12. No, well, it's not 12, but it's the column for chapter 12.
Mm.
Or whatever the... Yeah, it was for the Owen Shoto battle.
Mm.
So we'll be doing we're doing whatever column we missed out on before we get into chapter 13 of Liberator next week, as Liberator, returns to the channel and we start doing those read-alongs and reviews. So, yeah.
I think someone was BSing about that. I mean, why? Why couldn't it have happened?
No. Like,
Have you ever met parents that are on the verge of a divorce and one little thing can set it all off?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes all it takes,
Like, it wasn't Angela Anaconda that set it off.
No,
It was
it
the parents
wasn't.
fighting because one of you brought me to the wrong movie.
Yeah, Angela
Yeah.
Anaconda was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
She
confused the situation.
Yeah.
Because they thought they were a Digimon. Their child was upset, and when you're fighting with your husband, that's his fault, and when you're fighting with your wife, that's her fault.
Mm-hmm.
So I fully believe it happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's what is that Batman trope? Sometimes all it takes is one bad day.
Mm.
And I think Angela Anaconda is more than enough
time,
for one
In
bad
the
day.
90s, people getting divorced over stupid crap. You don't know what they were going through before that, though.
Yeah.
They didn't get divorced because of that. They were on the verge of it, and that
This
is
couple was
what made
already
them
falling.
snap.
Yeah, because the story is the couple was already falling apart, and this was meant to be some sort of family date night to try and patch over or repair the relationship.
And it 100% was commonplace.
And-
People get divorced over stupid things
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, not every divorce is he cheated on me or she's an abuser or sometimes you just fall.
Especially in America, where you can just get divorced.
Yeah.
In Ireland, you couldn't. But...
Sometimes you can just fall out of love with a person, or you have I've broken up with an ex of mine simply because we ended up having arguments about arguments.
Mm.
And sometimes that's all it is. You have an argument, you make up, but then something else goes wrong and one of you can't leave it alone, and you go, well, this is just like this, and then you end up fighting about that situation again, and it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds, and suddenly you just want nothing more to do with that person. Sometimes they're just not good for you.
They try to throw a crying child in the mix who's confused about what movie they're at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's
it's
like when people snap. They can't, it just was one little thing that made them kill someone. But it was, there's a build up and a build up and a build up, and there's your one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, technically it wasn't.
It wasn't Angela herself, but again, straw that breaks the camel's back. Hey, Ali.
Yeah,
The Liberator read-alongs will be shorter now with how Bandai have changed the scheduling. Yeah, so I've been wondering about how we handle that. Because it looks like now with Liberator, like they've said they're going to be putting the debugs out faster. So, on one hand, it means we should have less columns, but I don't know if we should still, because of the way we've been doing them so far, where we do like 1 and 2 together, 3 and 4, if we should still wait for like 9 and 10 together, 11 and 12 together, or just do them as they come out. I guess it really depends on what our plan is post 2020.
Yeah.
Maybe we just kind of see what the content's in. Oh, don't die, Meg. Hold on. Sorry, Meg's just dying here, so...
Our cola bottle tried to kill me.
Yeah. Anyway, no, Meg is not okay. Meg is... A good whack in the back should... I'm...
Don't do it.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Good old...
It's not there anymore. Just the aftermath of the screen.
Okay. Well, anyway. So... Where were we? Oh yeah, so I don't know if we just continue doing debug the way we've been doing it, or if we just do it as it comes out. I guess it'll really depend on where we are with 2020 when we catch up on the Liberator content.
Yeah.
The final Digimon comic is coming out next week as well. So we have the end of those stories, Paradox, Recollection, all of those. The final Gankumon Dad chapter.
Aww.
You gonna miss
I
him?
want more of that.
Yeah. So we have the final Digimon comic as well next week. So we've plenty to kind of tide us over. While we finish out the last 17 episodes of 2020.
Yeah.
So. With how late the podcast is, there should be enough Liberator content. And that was the plan. That was kind of why I said, right, well, we have our mid-season break, so to speak, of Liberator. Let's finish 99 and then go back to it for season 2 or whatever way they're classing this. So that was kind of the plan, all according to Keikaku. So it's not that we're late. It's it's intentionally planned. So,
didn't fall behind. Waited.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't fall behind. We waited. Those are two very different things. Thanks. Now I'm dying. Sympathy coughing.
My fault. I'm not even eating jellies.
No, I'm not. I haven't had anything yet.
Hypnotize? Were you?
Was I? Oh, because I was doing this.
Or were you just doing a jiggle? Like Homer's belly, but your boobies.
No. This
like a lava lamp.
This software. this software doesn't track them like that.
No.
So I'm actually jiggle free.
Boo. I'm not.
There was nothing there.
There was nothing there, but.
Oh.
Where am I? Oh, I'm on this screen.
Yeah. Stop trying to summon the shadow clones.
Your hands won't go together for that. You're breaking your.
There we go. Naruto running. That's how that works, right? Anyway,
Could that software pick that up if you did it?
Ali says, I'm looking forward for Rico to be saved from transforming into Omegamon and then kicking Diablomon's ass. Yeah, that is probably
In
what
the
will
face.
happen. Kicking
face.
Diablomon in the face. That is probably what will happen.
Mm.
I think the jacket has been a big, like, red herring
Mm.
or a big, like, Chekhov's gun thing.
Yeah.
I fully see her turning into an Omegamon to face the Diablomon. Because they can't help themselves.
No, they can't. And also, she's a big fangirl, so she'll want that to happen.
Exactly. And that's the only reason it
she's
works.
digital now, she can do it.
That's the only reason it works is because she is such a fangirl. That she'll want to recreate that. Where with 2020 referencing Wargame, you know, every couple of episodes, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's why today I'm just like, am I looking forward to this or have I seen it too much lately?
Yeah. It will be. I'm not picking my nose. I was trying to do the jutsu thing, you know, where you hold you do the the ninja posing, but my tracker doesn't pick it up. I was trying to do that.
Can't wait to watch Summer Wars.
That was another thing I thought we should do. Was like as an extra was Summer Wars because it's the same writer. And Summer Wars is what he wanted this movie to be, and Bandai went no.
Did you buy that?
Yeah, we have Summer Wars downstairs. Yeah, we have the Blu-ray or the DVD or something for it. Yeah,
Not the one you bought that had all the extra stuff.
unsure.
Had all the cards and stuff.
It might be. It might. That might be actually. Yeah. So. But I don't know. It's been a minute since we've like kind of done this as a duo. Not lingo. We don't talk about that anymore. So let me see. Is there anything on Discord that we should bring Meg's attention to in particular?
Take it on me. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I've actually been stuck with Discord because every time I go into it, all of the things are highlighted. Like I
Yeah.
haven't read them, and then I go in and it's the stuff I've already read.
oh,
So, I
it's
don't
been kind
know.
of glitching.
Yeah. It's like, hey, there's all this stuff you haven't seen, and I go in and there's nothing new.
Oh, okay. Well, look, we'll pop it up on screen anyway.
Ali says, New Century stuff.
Yeah, New Century stuff. That has really been the crux of it. So let me have a look here. So we watched this Belzebumon video last time.
Did we? Oh, he does a flip, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Can we watch it?
sure, we can watch Belzebumon do a flip. I gotta put the desktop audio on so people can hear it.
I don't need to hear it. Like, seconds long. Big flip.
That was it. We got a new video for Bearmon,
Oh, yeah.
the Playful Brothers in Central Town. Oh.
Also a flip.
Ah. Kumamon. He's very good. He's a good boy. Yeah, so Bloom Lordmon arrived in New Century.
Why does that sound backwards to me?
It should, yeah, Lord Bloommon sounds better, doesn't it? Rather
Yeah.
than Bloom Lordmon. Yeah, I've always thought that.
Like, are there other just Lordmon? Something Lordmons?
No.
Then it should just be Lord Bluemon.
So there's his model.
Mm. Very colourful.
Yeah, and then we have Toucanmon,
He's interesting.
Arbormon, and Petal-Dramon.
Yeah, the Toucanmon looks very... I don't know, like he should be in a Mario or something.
Yeah, I get that. He has that like Mickey Mouse like color
Mm.
scheme to him on the body as
Like
well.
the shapes. Yeah, like he's got Sonic feet.
Yeah, but they were one of the Ranamon fan clubs, if you remember.
Mm.
And then we have new art for Ophanimon Fall Down mode.
Mm. Yeah, she's got some thigh gap.
It's right. It kind of helps when you're what 90% robot.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh.
Grace Novamon.
Mm.
Yeah, I love this design. I really do.
Mm.
I kind of hope it turns up in something that we can actually play.
Yeah.
Be nice to like even for Time Stranger, especially because Time Stranger is focusing on the Olympians, to be able to combine Apollomon and Dianamon to get this thing.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Then
Oh, sorry.
Card Game Thread has we got this nice Pagumon. And then this Gazimon with it being
Aw.
chased by a Leomon.
It looks like it's flirting with Leon, man.
It kind
Don't
of. Yeah. Oh,
stop.
stop. Oh. Oh, go. Don't chase me. No. Oh, no. Big brute. Don't chase me.
He's just like, shut up.
My polls from last night's stream,
Yeah.
which I am super happy with all the Atmon stuff.
Yeah.
So, updates on this. I have been negotiating with Yami all day,
Mm.
and Yami is going to send me 2 more Globemon, 2 more Charismon, and another Gaiamon.
Yeah.
So I only need 1 more Gaiamon for the playset, and so this is coming together quick. I couldn't have asked for a better haul than we got. So Yami is going to take 1 of my Siriusmon, 1 of my Regulusmon, both of my heroes,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of other stuff.
Mm.
So
Tourist one. All right.
and
something else.
my Orbi 1 hero, my Orbi 1 alt art Arcturusmon,
Yeah.
my alt art tactical retreat, and then my booster 13 Mirage Gaugamon and Mirage Gaugamon burst mode.
Yeah.
So and I'm also getting the Mastemon promo that was in the same like promo packs as these.
Mm.
So yeah. So thank you, Yami. Thank you, Yami. Also, SaveMon here,
Mm.
right, is listed as a app fusion requirement for TimeMon.
Yeah.
Not in the pack.
Oh.
So now he says if 2 of these cards are used, you can summon it. So Watchmon and Calendarmon are in the pack. So SaveMon is coming later,
Yeah.
but they've included him on this in advance.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I thought I needed 4 SaveMon, but no, he's just not in the packet
Yeah.
at all. So, but then we got this cool Piomon art.
Eomon. Is it right there?
Monochromon and Greymon just
Rawr.
being kaijus in a city, I guess. The Greymon looks weird. I kind of dig it though. There's just something about it
It
that's
just
like,
looks different, which makes
yeah,
it
it's just
better.
very stylized. So I
It's
dig
very
it.
round titties.
And then Megadramon. We also have then this nice Palmon
Hmm.
in the meat fields. And Tanemon.
Ah.
Yeah. And a poop.
And a poop, yeah.
It's fertilizer for the meat fields. Because meat! The card is just called meat. And I love it. I really do love that it's got like the icons for from the V-Pet as well.
Yeah.
So this is such a good idea. I really love it. We have this awesome Unimon. I really dig the purple backing because the yellow really pops off on it.
Yeah.
And then we have Andromon, who looks like he invaded Digimon Survive.
Yeah, that's the classroom from Survive.
Right? That is just the classroom
I
from
mean, it's
Survive.
not. When you look down the bottom, there's like...
Oh, it's like a conveyor belt thing or something.
Or some kind of control panel or something.
Yeah, but the windows,
the
it looks
window
like
is
the
the
classroom.
Survive classroom, yeah.
Then we got Pomumon, who's just
terrifying.
and Parasaurmon.
I'm glad the first one doesn't have longer teeth.
We're getting store tournament cards.
Are we?
Well, we're probably not because, but these are the promos that you get for going
Yeah.
to these tournaments. So there's this cool Chibimon.
Yeah.
This nice Edgeworth.
Love it.
Tweetmon finally exists in card
Do we
form.
start calling him X-Mon now?
Xmon. Apollomon Ace. This awesome Bakemon that is a violet Bakemon.
Yeah.
It's got liberator traits.
Yeah, that's a really cute card.
I
as
love
well.
it. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to
Buy it on eBay.
buy it on eBay or something because I don't trust that the comic shop here will actually get these in.
They didn't even have a tournament last time.
No.
Last one they had Yu-Gi-Oh and
That was
not,
it. Yeah.
not Digimon at all.
And then the Wicked God emerges, so something for Millennium One. But yeah, I love this Bakemon art. I think like outside of Tubumon here, I think the Bakemon one is my favorite. But it also helps that it is Liberator traded, so it is a violet card. So I do need to get it for that reason.
Discord pop.
Yeah. Then nice Elecmon,
Well, that's really nice. Oh, the little
like the sprites.
bright looking things, yeah.
And then this cool Angemon where he's just hanging out with Elecmon and Gabumon. And he's just got this, like, I love this, like, just
Looks
this
like he's-
strand of hair that's, like, falling over his shoulder.
Yeah, he looks like he's like a big brother taking them on a play date or something.
Yeah! It's good. And then, have you seen Garuru?
Yes.
Blep Garurumon! The distant cousin to your Blururumon. Blepurumon. Blepurumon. And yeah, Metal Mamemon. More the gold one.
Blurruman is like the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we're just kind of back where we were.
Yeah.
So new gaming, more source code stuff.
Ah, okay.
So Hex Blaumon in source code and Mugen Draymon in source code. Media wise, oh yeah, we're getting new Omegamon and Diablomon statues.
They're very
They're kind of scary.
textured.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this brand is, the
Yeah.
Ichiban Kuji.
Yeah, but I do not like.
Did we look at this last time?
We did.
We did. Okay. Don't think
We were
this-
laughing because in the back of the other picture.
Oh, is Gomamon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of.
I don't like the other figure. Well,
Diablomon.
Diablomon. Thank you.
I mean, you're going to see him a lot
I'm gonna
today.
see him. Yeah, but
So I thought it was worth bringing up. Also, Omegamon again without the like. They need to decide whether Omegamon has the crests, the combined crests, as his symbol on the chest, or he doesn't.
Yeah. Is it just a blue thing, or is there actually crests in there?
Yeah. Like it actually bugs me because if this is meant to be Taichi and Yamato's Omegamon, it should have the crests.
Yeah.
But then we're playing Cyber Sleuth, and Nokia's Omegamon has them, and I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
but why? Why
Yeah.
do you not? Why are you not the one that just has the gold, the
Yeah.
gold and blue like bubble on your chest?
Yeah.
Like what the? And ooh, fancy Rio artwork. Love the
cool.
Millenniumon behind him as well, and the textured like Monodramon here is very fierce looking.
Yeah. And up the top.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Taichi and Takato. Oh, yeah, because yeah, they're part of. Oh, there's
And,
Ken, and there's Daisuke. All
Yeah.
right, so it's actually from one of the games. It's not even. It's art for one of the games. Oh, that's
That's
fun.
really cool,
And I think it's
yeah.
meant to be a Palmon head here. It looks like a Palmon head down in the corner.
When they were looking for Palmon in Adventure,
Yeah.
to say goodbye to Mimi, there were
Mm.
flowers that looked like her in the universe.
Oh.
So it might just.
Owen got birthday art.
Okay, now
Um,
25 or something.
something like that. Yeah. And there's this kind of collage of like Wormmon into Stingmon, and then War Greymon. Might be. I can't tell if it's Black War Greymon or not, but either way. Then we have all the
Cool.
perfects
Yeah.
and thick Amiiba.
Yeah.
Look at them hips. V-Tamer Taichi, Pokemon Red, and the pro tag from Gundam G Quooks, or whatever, however you pronounce that.
Oh, that thing, that little ball.
Yeah,
Haru, isn't
I think so.
it? Yeah. I don't know why I know that, but
And then we have the stained glass and boob window.
yeah. The ass.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's kind of given vibes of like, you know, in a horror movie when someone is pushed up against a shower.
So I love these little drawings. So we have Penguin Yuko. Yeah, we'll jump back now in a sec. We have Penguin Yuko. Re into Lord Nightmon. Ami wearing a Nokia version of her outfit.
Ooh, I like that.
So was Kyoko.
Yeah.
Wormmon dreaming about Erica as the Kaiser.
Yeah.
Why?
Is Erica upset by that?
No. And then the ghosts of Yugo and Mugen Draymon. Lilymon watering the potato fields. And then Yu's plan for world domination. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Bunnies on the moon.
Those chin guards, question mark?
Yeah.
I'm not happy to be sitting on the moon.
No. No.
But I'm the moon.
Love is pain. This Harrismon looks like it's seen some shit.
Yeah. I tell you my story.
Yeah. We got this nice noble Pumpmon art. Dunasmon and Lord Nightmon. Yeah.
Dunas?
Yeah, that's the Japanese name. Dynas is English.
This time we've been calling.
Yuki hugging Hackmon. Impmon is, or Hookmon, I should say.
Yeah.
Impmon is not impressed.
Hey!
That's my partner.
That's it.
Unsure. I'm sure it has to do with the recent debug.
Oh, yeah. So,
Because remember, she made friends with him in the forest that time. And then we got the completed Nanami art of the sketch we showed off a while ago.
yeah.
And it's cool to see her with Medusamon and Mervamon. And like even these like snake OCs are really cool. I really do dig this one with the guitar, and then like the hood is like a cobra's like, you know, like base or whatever.
Yeah, it's giving me vibes of like the Immon line.
Yeah. But where the fuck is her own snake?
I mean,
why is Kotalmon not here?
I mean, she is it, so...
Yeah, but do you see a morpher on her arm? Sorry, Digivice?
I was gonna say, if that's in the picture, then technically she can't be. They're the same body.
You just don't put the little tube thing on its head, and then it's not Bio Kotalmon.
Yeah,
you just put Kotalmon on it, and you're grand. Like, it's cool, and I'm always down to see more Nanami art, because Nanami is queen. But... it's just odd that her own snake isn't included. Like, unless this is for like some sort of RPG thing.
Well,
but these aren't. But these don't
commission, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like these
get
are
your own commission.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'll get the person who did my Violet playmat to do it up. I love Ryudamon and the Sukaja. It's very good. And I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Well, there's awing to the other one, not that one.
This one? Yeah, this is adorable. This sparks joy. This, I am unsure. This confuses me, yes. We've Belfimon art.
Very cool.
And I think we're caught up.
You just skip a rabbit.
No,
No, not that one.
look at these rabbits.
Aw. Go down further.
That one wouldn't eat you.
Again?
Oh, Simbar.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think we're back to where we were last time.
Although it looks like he's in the background in a movie, trying not to trying not to give himself away, but also telling you to go that way.
So it was Golden Week. So we have Odaiba in the gold bikini that is popular on the internet with the fish crackers, feeding them to golden Rapidmon. What I think is a really funny attention to detail is that the crest of destiny or fate is on her bottoms. I think I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think it's a really fun, just weird attention to detail. It would be great if we could do this in Time Stranger, knowing that we can ride around on Digimon.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get to ride Belzebumon's bicycle?
Bicycle?
Motorbike? Sorry, words are hard right now. Yeah, okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're back, yeah.
Okay. So, let me get caught up with chat.
Kurumon is not a woman?
What? I think I was meant to say Kotalmon because it's Quetzalcoatl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So in Japan, it's Kotalmon. In English, it's Quetzalmon.
I thought it was the other way around. Because generally, Japanese will have like the complicated name, and then the English one goes, "Oh, kids can't say that."
No, not your bad at all. Cowards put Rapidmon in the bikini too. Stuff for Impmon. I mean, Yuki loves her Impmon. I don't think there's any suffering going on.
One of the messages that didn't get through.
Yeah.
Tara said, "Wasting man so cunty."
Yeah, he is kind of serving. Yeah. Mugen Draymon as a chipified angel is not something I knew I needed. Funko one. Monodramon looks nearly feral. He does, and I love it. That Terriermon is an assistant.
There is a Terriermon assistant.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me bring this up. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
No.
Right, so they're making a plushie for Assistant Terriermon. I think it's in retail therapy here. No. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, and this is probably what they've done. They've probably taken the design schematics for an older Terriermon plush and just put the jacket on it.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. There's nothing... I would have liked a different expression or something a bit more maybe determined or something. Just something to make it not
Or
just
like a
Terriermon in a
it's
coat.
not just Terriermon. Yeah, like if the
I mean, you couldn't
does
put like
Terriermon does it have like a goodbye pose or
I don't know that I stopped watching after it took them forever to subtitle them.
Yeah, same.
But there's no expression to it. It just looks like any other Terriermon plush.
But it's got a new jacket.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it. Yeah.
It is. It's just Malibu Stacy's new hat
Yeah.
and tie.
Oh, he is.
I just would have liked something to distinguish him a bit more. You know, because otherwise we could just get we could get the U2's Terriermon plush
Put a coat on.
and just put a coat on it and be like, that's Terriermon Hakase.
Yeah.
Or assistant, not Hakase, because that's professor, which is Yagumon. But anyway,
I'm gonna make
here
it.
nor there.
I'm gonna make a coat for one.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Juggernaut got this really cute Lilymon plush that doesn't know how to put down its skirt.
Yeah, you gave out to them saying put her skirt down, and it does not.
It just doesn't. It's gonna have to be weighted down with like a heavy
put a
paperweight or something.
Stitch it to the boot or something.
Yeah. But it's still adorable, and I got my tribute CD. Yeah, like it's fine. Like again, I really do think it was only a matter of time before they made this. I just kind of wish it had a different expression. Anyway, let me jump back over to chat here. Looks like they're liking the extra red on Diablomon's horns. Millennium on art is amazing. Going to help me have all three forms in play. Ah, yes, my favorite Digimon, Animal Flesh. Most of the art are just VPET art references. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I do like about the EX9 pack. But there's just something about meat. And then that the artwork is just the Agumon sprite with like the icons above its head.
Yeah.
And it's just something fun about that. I don't know. Sweetmon also not in the pack. What? It said future promo card. Oh, I thought it was part of that store tournament. Boo. Wow, never seen people trade cards before. Globalization. I know. I was only saying to Yami before we went live. It's been a minute since we've actually.
Are there going to be Dante?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a little song, like when you get a musical card. You
Don't think. I know.
That would be incredible.
I don't know if they're gonna do that.
That would be
But
incredible.
a Dantemon card would be fantastic. Because I would play it to the theme song.
Oh yeah.
Da 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 don 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 Dantemon.
You're at the tournament and everyone else is like,
Don,
come
don,
on.
Don Dantemon. Da 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 don 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 da 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 don 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 da 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 don 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 Dantemon.
Remember that was your alarm?
Yeah. Dantemon likes karaoke. I love him so much.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
He's so funny.
Dantemon.
He's built up to be so much.
They spend like 25 episodes building him up, and he's
just a doorstopper.
He's just. They spent like nearly 30 episodes building him up, and then he's just nuked immediately.
Just a doorstopper. That's all he ever was meant to be. He's such a celebrity, and all the little.
Oh my
so
God, Dantemon is here, and then just dead.
Yeah,
Just dead. Turned to stone immediately. That promo card Apollomon might be a hint of Olympus 12 deck being a thing. Probably. I wouldn't be shocked if we get like Olympian support for like a Time Stranger pack. Especially now that we're getting Cyber Sleuth packs. I can see Next Order being down the road anyway, and maybe a proper Survive pack. And then Time Stranger stuff. The Gazimon deserves it. Oh. Bloom Lordmon was leaked, not released. Was it? Okay, well, either way. Well, there's Ragna Lordmon. Yeah, Ragna Loardmon.
Loardmon, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think of that at first, because I always just see the name as Loard. Yeah, Ragna Lordmon is a thing. I forgot about that.
More than Lordmon.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's no base Lordmon.
No, there's no base Lordmon. No.
Like just Lordmon.
So. They also put out some wallpapers for the Digimon comic and its own's birthday. Oh yeah, hold on. One other thing. Just before we get into the movie. Like, not that we're in a rush. It's a 40-minute movie. Where is it? Where's the Liberator thread? We got some, like, proper...
so edgy.
Yeah. And then in the manga thread, we got like a mini interview with the writers for the comics. And then we got these wallpapers.
Okay. Very long.
Well, they're mobile wallpapers.
That one would look much longer than a mobile.
It will adjust to your screen. Yeah. I love they're in a ring and he's doing the commentating.
Gankamon in the
yeah, that was fun. All right, well,
look, Dad's sweater back on.
We'll cover the interview stuff more like when we get around to the final comic.
Yeah.
But I think we should get into the actual movie.
Yeah.
So guys, feel free to follow along with us. As always, the movie will not be on screen for copyright reasons. There will be no audio for the movie either. I've just turned desktop audio off. And yeah, so if you're watching it via the recent Digimon The Movies Blu-ray, or you're watching any of the other releases, feel free to follow along. This is the Japanese version though, so if you are watching in English, certain timestamps or jokes or lines or certain elements may not completely align just because of how video editing works in the localization process. So just be aware of that.
Movie and Megan AJ's divorce.
I have to get married before the divorce. So, well, we're starting now in 3, 2, 1, and take off. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, I got a weird comment on my sub-dub my movies comparison. Don't be mad at me.
He touched like an old lady.
I mean, computers were new, right?
Yeah.
So nice and showing you had to send it.
Wait, isn't that present like a Power Ranger?
Only in the original dub.
Right, because there ain't no Power Rangers fitting in that box.
No. So obviously, because Hasbro own the Power Rangers license now,
Yeah.
and Saban don't, that joke was changed in the English version. It's basically 1-to-1 the Japanese.
Why is he so much older?
Because I don't know. I think it might just be the art style. Jesus, Mike.
Sorry, say that
I
again.
think it might just be the art style. Because this is only, what is this, like 6 months after the show?
About when Taichi and Koushiro first met the other Greymon?
No,
This is
Warner.
after all of Adventure 99.
This is after the show. This is the Diablomon section. Children's war game.
Children are tiny. You see that?
Yeah.
Thor is a giant.
I got my friend the Pink Power Ranger. Yeah, because oh, let me lower down the song so it doesn't come through the mic. So in the original version of the dub, Saban owned Power Rangers and Digimon for the Western license, so it was easier to make those jokes. In the redub of the movie, that joke is gone because Hasbro owns Power Rangers, so you can't.
They're not allowed to mention them without getting some kind of rights to mention them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whereas when Saban owned both, they didn't have to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And in Japanese, she just says, "I got her a present."
And even though in the Japanese they could make a Super Sentai reference
They
because
could, yeah. Except there ain't no Sentai fitting in that box.
God no.
That is about the size of a Terry's chocolate orange. Didn't even get her a Funko Pop.
Even that the new dub is different. The redub is staying closer to the Japanese version, So they can't reuse a lot of the dialogue, or they're choosing not to.
I do miss Dub Mom and her weird cooking though.
Oh yeah, the mention of wheat germ is just like, what?
I think Taichi just happened to be holding an egg when he opened the door.
Oh
The
no,
egg hatched. What?
not that egg, it's Digi egg. Yeah, but I think this is like 6 months after the final episode or something.
Mm. They look like teenagers now.
Mm. It could be like a year. I don't remember.
Mm.
I know we have the timeline on Discord somewhere, but
Yeah.
Eh.
I'm grade school age too. What's grade school age? Like 12.
primary school. So he's like, if he's in 12th grade, like 6th class.
Yeah. They're 12, 13-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just playing Pac-Man. That's all. What's that version of it called? Like the second one up now.
Oh, Sumemon. Is it? Yeah, Koromon into Sumemon. So unless those stickers only went on that meat within the last 30 seconds,
Yeah.
there's no reason the sticker on the fish
Should say a million,
should say 1,000,000 yen. Yeah. Taichi has no idea how computers work. ISDN. Remember that?
Remember when your computer monitor was nearly bigger than a child? I'm dialing up.
Dial up! Oh! Oh, it's Caramon now. Aww. Diabolical, huh?
He's a diabolical Digimon, huh? Oh, this is an interesting case.
Yeah. Pink Lemonade 7-Up. Interesting. Help you out. Yay! These subs gave Tentamon his Kansai dialect. Yay! The version we're watching is the version from the new dub, just with the Japanese audio track. So that's why it's a lot more HD.
Yeah.
And not 4:3. Well, the original cinema release was 16:9 as well, but
yeah.
it doesn't look like it came from the year 2000.
mean, the shapes of their faces and all of that does look like that. But it's a lot clearer. Oh no.
Michael Madsen just.
He's just sitting there and you have a tough doctor who's sitting cross-legged in front of him.
Yeah.
His face. You hung up, you stupid. What's her hat behind?
Yeah. So I do, because of Dub Mimi's personality, I do like the way the dub handles that scene.
Mm.
It's like, hi, it's Mimi. I'm not here. Leave a message. Beep. Mimi, it's time. Beep.
He's posing and everything. Woman, give me an oolong tea. No, he can say she's no. But didn't she block his messages?
No, the network interference from...
Oh, yeah, that's what.
Yeah. Hey, gaming. Our Digimon movies being released, including... Yeah, we... That's when they stopped being released.
Yeah.
The Frontier movie did so bad, they went, no more movies for the West.
Yeah. Hey, Desmond. Busy with stuff, and now I'm late for the stream being too early.
Yeah, don't get used to these early starts.
No. We only started early because you were out of work sick.
Yeah.
Sick. You're so sick. Look at you.
I'm dying.
I know.
Come on.
Come on, you can't be mad. This is basically what you do all day.
God, it looks so just... Want to play?
I like how they stock footage in the
Yeah.
computer.
I think the stock footage is canon.
Yeah. Like they can actually see it.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but whatever way it was put onto the computer screens, it wasn't done well.
Mm.
So the Kabuterimon was like bleeding through.
Yeah.
Like when they took the background off the PNG, it's more like they tried to take the background off a JPEG rather than a PNG.
Yeah.
Infernal.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was-
No burst mode movie dubbed.
Digimon used heart.
Yeah, it's super effective. That was not Greymon's voice. What the hell happened there? That was not Greymon's
No.
voice.
Remember him on
Attacking
Monday?
during the evolution. How dare he? And then it never happened again.
Yeah.
That laugh.
And it's doing the thing. You ever see a daddy long legs on the ceiling?
Yeah.
And it's just like it's having a panic attack.
Mm.
That's what he was doing.
I want to dub over that though with like the Peter Griffin laugh. Yeah.
You guys are pretty weak.
Alright, sorry about that.
Right. Where's they have a cordless phone? Why are they looking at us?
I don't know. If your phone system is down, please contact your phone company.
Buckaroo with his little T-Rex arms.
How does this work? Surely this still has to require the switchboard.
Yeah.
It was created in 1995. Oh god.
Remember you used to be able to text a house phone?
Yeah.
And it would just read out the text.
Yeah. Laura! She's just been sitting on that postcard.
Mm. We need to pause.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it froze.
Now we're good. So, to Minato, Tokyo 4331, Siraya Odaiba number 1306, Mr. Taichi Yagami. Hello, how are you? I'm totally fine. So fine that I'm like, oh my god, someone stop me. But I think feeling fine is the best feeling to have. I won't forget to get you a souvenir. You're going to hear the full details of my trip once I get back, so wait right there, okay? Bye now. From Mimi. You know, new hat.
Cocktail.
And I'll have what she's having.
She's too young to be making noises like that. Where did he get a satellite phone?
I'd rather not ask. I remember having to do all that stuff. Of course, Grandma doesn't have a computer. The year 2000, and she's like 89. Oh, dial-up noises.
Yeah.
Oh God, my bones. My bones.
Didn't you get caught for... Oh no, that was an elevator noise. The dial-up noises.
It was, yeah.
Got copyright claimed for dial-up noises. Yeah.
Country bumpkins, they haven't a clue. Oh yeah, so he's Uncle Al or something in the dub.
Yeah.
The scene is a lot more serious without fucking all my best friends are metalheads playing over it.
Well. I think the Japanese movies have the better music for the scenes.
Yeah.
The soundtracks themselves are incredible. But the Japanese, like, they know how to set a scene.
Yeah, I got a weird. That's what I was saying before. I got a comment on my sub versus dub. Sorry, original dub versus new dub.
Yeah.
Comparison video, and someone was like, "Oh, you know, the Japanese version sounds so weightless and lifeless, it's almost funny. I'm like, what? Because they're not making pop culture references every 5 seconds?
Mm.
Yamato's new best friends.
Mhm. Not onion juice in the dub?
Or like beef jerky shake or something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the mother offers him onion juice.
Probably.
Yamato and Kakeru should be a lot fuzzier in those scenes because they're on crappy countryside dialect.
Yeah.
Aside from this,
I'm gonna say.
I really taste the lime, but it's good with the spicy.
Also, I'm very surprised about two things.
Mm-hmm.
A, that the computer in the barbers was able to connect to the internet at all, considering the switchboard and the NTT system is down because of
Yeah.
Infirmon.
Mm.
Also, that the the computer in the barber shop has a camera
Yeah.
built in by the looks of it. Oh, even it knows. Nope. Take out the potential angel. And the music just cut.
The other people in the barber shop. What the fuck kind of game are they playing?
We're about 20 years out from like people screaming at like World of Warcraft would have came out in what, 2004? So we're not that far off. In fairness.
A barber shop in the middle of the countryside in
yeah.
Japan might be a bit off though.
Right, okay. That's valid. Uh-oh.
Oh no, he has to poop, doesn't he?
I love that the music is stuck.
Yeah.
A brave heart. Does that mean the music is canon?
Yeah. And it's playing out of Koushiro apparently. He's lagging.
Yeah. So was the music. I'm like, wait, is the music is canon?
You froze the computer. This is why Sora hates you.
Yeah. All he did was buy her a nice present. Do what again? I only took a sip of my drink. What happened?
Probably looks a bit dodgy when you're not holding a drink.
It's just a can of pink lemonade. I know you can't see it. It's just a can of pink lemonade.
Was that Wallace?
No.
No? Do people think it is?
I don't think so. The blonde in the classroom? No.
No, not in the classroom on its own.
Oh, hold on, maybe. Let me go through them again.
Yeah.
Oh, No.
Was it Miyako somewhere in there?
Yeah, you see her later.
Mm.
I didn't have to read them so well.
Yeah. In the late 90s. Okay.
You hold the clock. A middle school student from Taiwan who just hacked the Pentagon.
He just says that so casually.
Yeah. Because I fully believe Koushiro hangs out in hacker circles. He kind of gives that impression in this movie. Even like his satellite phone, even in the dub, it's like it's a military
Yeah.
a piece of equipment. How did you get that? I'm saying nothing.
Because he's Koushiro. But more secretive because 90s.
Yeah.
Right, Koushiro can just have his government contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, cordless phone like has the late 90s. Oh yeah, cordless phones were they certainly existed, but they wouldn't have been the norm. Guitar.
To clear your mail data, guys.
Poor Joe.
Mhm.
There she
Oh, there
is.
she is.
Oh, there's Rio.
Hmm.
Well, that's the other thing. The new dub of this doesn't have any of those old songs
Hmm.
because they just don't
Licensing.
have licensing. Yeah, they're Saban songs.
Yeah.
So there's no "Let's Kick It Up" or "Here We Go" or anything like that.
I hate when it's moving. When there's something, but there's bugs. Oh. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
You get so many emails that your Digimon can't function.
Yeah. Because they are just programs at the end of the day, like. Yeah, and I don't mean that in like a cyber sleuth moral quandary kind of way about whether Digimon are living things or just programs for people to use, but
They do rely on data to function,
yeah.
whether they're sentient or not.
Through magic bullshittery.
Mm.
He was able to just
Claim
think into his
his
computer.
PC.
He reversed SOTA code.
Yeah.
See, Koushiro, Takaru, you just don't love your Digimon enough.
Mm-hmm.
Why you can't climb into a computer. Hey, Corvidae.
Hey, Corvidae. This part is really nice.
Oh yeah, no, this scene is just... Someone give that kid a whistle. She just watched him float into the computer.
Trying to hand him some potatoes and he just disappeared. Where is your Omegmon?
In the other room.
Ah. Oh, it just climbed into the computer, right?
Yeah.
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 That's it. That's your one, not their one.
Yeah, see, he doesn't have the dual crest symbols.
Mm.
Even though he's the one that should. So, like, what determines how an Omegamon gets that or not?
Yeah. The artist
Is
at
it-
the time.
Or is it like a Royal Knight Omegamon designation?
Mm.
Like, this Omegamon is an Omegamon, but it's not the Royal Knight Omegamon.
Yeah.
But the Royal Knight Omegamon has the crest fusion. They didn't think of it yet? Yeah, well, do you know what? Maybe they just shouldn't have gone with it then. It's a nightmare for continuity. Uh-oh.
He's gonna lag him. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's so creepy.
Connection terminated. Back. And that was War Game. They did a good job of making Diablemon creepy in a this Digimon feels wrong kind of way. They give Yamato a haircut. Oh no, Joe! Jesus, Mimi came back at Gyaru.
Yeah.
She went full Gongoro.
So did her dad, let's be fair.
Yeah.
I still find it kind of funny that the mom just sitting there with her cake. The kids that are dressed like they're almost like monks.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting outdoors on a computer. It's like the internet barely works in the
Someone
middle of
forgot
a
to fill
city.
in Tailmon's ears.
Oh yeah.
To Taichi, I'm sorry. Thanks for the present. Sora.
I mean, that was all on her. He
Yeah,
gave
it
her a
was.
nice hair clip, and she's like, it's like the,
You don't like my hat? Bitch.
yeah, it's like that, thing on Twitter. It's like, that's a whole different sentence.
Yeah. Yeah, like that argument is Sora's fault and nobody else's.
Got you a nice hair clip. I can't believe you hate my hat. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the argument. And she did nothing wrong. Dodged a bullet, if you ask me.
Yeah, she's Yamato's problem now,
Yeah.
so yeah, he can have her. Good luck on your anniversary, Yamato.
Can't buy her anything because she'll just assume you hate something else she has.
Right? Lemonade is weird. Not bad.
It's not bad. I prefer other pink lemonades
Hmm.
because it still has the weird. When you drink 7-Up and it's just too cold and it's like an instant burp feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still has that, and that's kind of getting rid of the taste of the pink lemonade.
You can wear both, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, for that kind of
YouTube hit a comment again? Oh, it did. Stupid tie. Jeez.
Taichi Baka.
Willis. Sorry. So Desmond said Willis. Now whole devil's pot of tea is stuck in my head. Willis.
Dub time? No.
Tattoo on holiday.
Oh, look.
Hmm.
So we're not going to watch the dub version tonight. We may circle back around to it later. But we're actually going to we're going to talk about it. We're going to do our little review and scoring segment.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to catch up on Liberator Column. Whatever one or two that we might have missed before we go into Liberator Chapter 13 on next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then we go back to Adventure 2020 this weekend. Are you excited?
Not really.
Liberator time. Yeah, that Liberator will be back in full next week. Because we're done with the 99 now. With this movie out of the way, we're done with the kids' adventures, like, in that era.
Yeah.
Like, we won't see them again in 02. When we see them again in 02, they're going to be a little bit older.
Yeah.
So this era of Taichi and everyone is done.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
as a kid, I thought Sora was a jerk for that fight.
Yeah.
She is.
And Mimi has pink hair. She
Yeah.
does.
Well, I put on my pink hair for 02.
That could be fun.
I'm either blonde or pink haired lately, so
Yeah.
lately over the past couple of years. So.
Right. So, I suppose I know you kind of joked before we started, like that. Okay. It feels like we've seen this recently because of 2020.
They did it twice in a row.
Yeah. But having gone back now to the actual original war game,
Yeah.
how do you feel? Like, do you still feel like that, or
No, I still love it for what it is. And the animation is so easy on the eyes. I love it. So easy to watch.
Yeah.
Like, it's really quick.
Oh yeah, like
Like an
40,
episode,
40
like-
minutes in the blink of an eye. It's 2 episodes long.
Yeah.
Like really, realistically, it's 2 episodes long. Taking out intros and outros and commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I like, I don't get nostalgia for it, obviously, because I didn't see it as an adult.
Right. Yeah.
But there's still a nostalgia there for that kind of animation, and
More hand drawn
yeah,
looking. Even if it is computer generated, it still has that hand drawn feel to it. It's not overly produced, kind of like modern anime.
yeah, like
Yeah.
when like Toy Story and all those came out at first, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then everything was that animation. I was like, everything is so sterile looking. Nothing has character anymore because they're all so perfect all the
Yeah.
time. You never get those weird frames anymore, or people kind of looking melted for a second, or
Yeah.
like I love going back and watching like something from a VHS tape, and it's so much easier to watch. So I get that from this as well, even though obviously it's been remastered and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Like this is like a HD like it's like the visuals of it have been probably AI upscaled,
Yeah.
but it doesn't lose any of the charm through that.
Like, it hasn't been fixed.
Yeah.
Like when Taichi's face goes all bizarre looking, it stays bizarre looking. He isn't reshaped into a normal face again.
Yeah.
Animation flubs are still there, like that Kelman you just pointed out.
Yeah.
Overall, it is just kind of feel good.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, that's the whole point. That's how we get Omegamon. It's that everyone feeling hope or whatever.
Yeah. The wishes of like all these kids around the world, which leans into the children's war game title card that comes up at the start. Even though it's Bokura no War, our war game.
Yeah.
The title card still says children's because it's the children all around the world.
Yeah, like it's ours, but by ours it means like Taichi is saying it's ours.
Yeah.
And I just love, like, at the time, obviously that's how the internet worked.
Oh yeah.
But just seeing all the lag and then Koushiro going, wait, it lagged us, I'm gonna send him all those emails. That was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like
There's,
it's been a long time since I actually sat down and watched this.
so like there's like noises and sound effects that you're just like, I remember when that was real. It wasn't just I don't want to be like kids these days, but kids these days,
Yeah.
they have no idea how lucky they have it.
Like, we're always talking about how the computer or how the internet was just in a corner of the room and you could just walk away from it, and the internet didn't exist until you sat back down in that corner.
Yeah.
And
now you bring the internet with you to the toilet.
yeah.
Yeah.
The internet is everywhere. Everything has internet. Your fucking washing machine and your fridge have internet these days.
Yeah. Isn't there a fridge that you can play Skyrim on or something?
Well, they can play Doom on everything. Probably install Doom on your mouse there and play it. So, but yeah, like you can get TVs built in or monitors built into everything, and
yeah,
like I said, internet is everywhere. But this is from a time when the internet was in one corner, and like Taichi gave that computer a whack and turned it off, and that was it. They fucked everything up. It wasn't just quick on your phone. All right, battle happening still. Right, we're okay. Back in the day before pop-ups are bad was common knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. When pop-ups could literally freeze your whole computer.
But I love like computers and the internet, like it's still so new. But like Hikari seems to know more about it than Taichi does. Like that generational shift is already there.
Yeah.
There's 4 years between them two.
Yeah.
And he's like struggling to write this email. He doesn't know how his computer works. Like he's typing out his email like one press of the keyboard at a time.
It's like watching my mother type, you know?
And she just wanders up and goes, "Oh, you need to do this to send it."
Yeah.
Little
It's the same little kids, you know, because they start with that.
Yeah.
Like, my niece was like, what, 2? And she could already figure out how to log into Netflix and all this stuff on a tablet. And,
Yeah.
and I was still there going, wait, no, we have to do this. You skipped a step. So I was so used to a full-on computer and not this little, like, fidgety tablet.
My first pop-up, too, actually, A, taught me words I was not old enough to hear then, and B, ruined S Club 7 for me.
Wow.
Do we want to know those stories?
Mm.
I'm
One of them die.
recently enough, yeah. You know, so it is like it is a movie that lives in its time period.
Yeah.
Like literally product of its time in the best way possible. Not in a
not in a you need
like it's kind of
Whoopi Goldberg at the start to give you a warning.
Yeah. Not in a this is probably problematic by today's standards, but
like it's more of a, you know, when people are like, you know, kids are like looking at like retro stuff, like, oh, I wish I had like an 80s or 90s bedroom, and you're like looking going, 90s bedrooms didn't look like that, and 80s bedrooms were fucking brown. Everything was brown and beige in the 80s.
Yeah.
Ashtrays everywhere.
It was not this like neon fucking
And like
you know,
like, yeah, we all had posters everywhere, and
Yeah.
you know, we had the little fucking CRT TV VHS player. But like it was not like this perfect
neon cyberpunk fucking utopia that it's painted as today.
But if you want to see something that is very much of the early 2000s, this movie is steeped in it.
Deep fakes. Even back then. Even back then, deep fakes were a thing. Oh. But yeah, no, this is a movie that like as stuck in the year 2000 as it is. I think it has aged incredibly well.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the time frame isn't important. It is the story and how it uses the elements around it to tell that story.
Like at the time, like it's these days going, why did they have to go on such a search for, why was it so hard for them to find a working computer connected to the internet? Like they have no idea.
Because they're in the middle of the countryside in the year 2000.
Yeah, like we understand that. We live in we're in the bare bit of countryside beside the city, and it's hard enough to get good internet here.
Yeah.
But we do, like, can you imagine
Like
if this was the early 2000s?
It's a miracle we can put this together every week.
Can you imagine if this was the early 2000s?
Oh, trying to do this on dial-up. Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
On the
We'd
country
been
stuff.
watching that movie in 360p,
'Cause our-
squinting at the CRT.
And it would have been on a VHS. But our last housemate lived out here, like grew up out here.
Yeah.
And they only had, like we would have like the 7 or 10 channels or whatever we had. Like RT 1 and 2,
Yeah.
BBC 1 and 2, Sky 1, MTV,
Channel 4.
Channel 4, Sky News,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon, whatever that was.
Right.
And then, they had the 4 channels. They had the
RT1,
1 and 2,
TV3, and
TV3 and
TG Car.
TG Car. That was
That was
8.
it.
And they're like we're 10 minutes, if even, from the city.
Oh, yeah.
But the difference.
So I can imagine, like, if you were to go back 25 years and look at how the infrastructure of your telephony network is set up, it is probably night and day, even if it's still not great by
modern standards.
standards.
Yeah. Like, we've got pretty shitty internet, but compared to back then, this is...
Look, I'd rather not be doing this on ISDN, right? ISDN. Like, watching Koushiro, like, pull up the internet settings and put in the subnet mask, the 255 stuff, and all of that, I'm like, I used to help people do that for a living.
Yeah.
Like, this is a movie that, like, I can still thoroughly enjoy the story and the plot, but the aesthetic is like, I was there. And I think that's probably a lot of why this movie is still held in such high regard. It's compared to other Digimon movies, right? Even compared to Hurricane Touchdown or like Zero to the Beginning or Kizuna, which are just nostalgia grabs, let's be fair, right? But even the two Tamers movies or any of those, right? I think a lot of the reason War Game is still held in such high regard is there is now 25 years of nostalgia behind it. But that nostalgia is also carried by a lot of I was there.
Yeah.
Because everything is so grounded. As fantastical as kaiju on the internet battling it out is, and emails causing lag and all of this stuff, as fantastical as a lot of that is, there is still such a groundedness to it that it is still relatable.
Yeah. Like, if you were alive at the time, you understand those problems they had getting that computer to work.
And the modern equivalents would be like, we joke about all the time, like when Nation X sets off the EMPs, what are we all going to do then?
Yeah.
All the technology is just dead at that point. What are we going to do then, And then this all digital future that we are coming into in terms of like companies no longer making physical media or making physical media harder to get or only putting some of the content on the physical part and you have to download the rest.
Yeah.
There's a very lived-in element of this movie that I don't think other Digimon movies... Tamers tried.
Yeah, see, the reason I find Tamers itself, like the aesthetic of Tamers, so cringe is because I was alive at the time and I know what it's trying to pull off.
Yeah.
And it's not doing it very well.
Yeah. But like Tamers tried to be this lived-in, grounded take on Digimon.
It tried to be gritty.
And then it tried to be gritty and the Matrix on top of it.
Yeah.
But this doesn't. This just says, what if you and I and the chat fought a monster on the internet?
Yeah.
Like what? Like how do you even do? Like what websites are you traveling to? Like what Gaia Online ass like infrastructure are you logging onto to be able to chase Diablomon across the internet like that?
Yeah, like the fact that he just showed up.
Like is Koushiro seeing this as like a Newgrounds Flash animation?
That's what it looked like. Like it was because he seemed to be following the progress of this egg.
Yeah.
So did a whole bunch of people. Now, with him, it was like his little hacker network. Of
Yeah.
This random kid who just hacks into the Pentagon, no problem.
Yeah.
But generally there seemed to be a place where the general public on the internet could go to look at this egg.
Yeah.
And then it hatched, and they were very aware of that.
But then, like, the internet starts seeing the stock footage
Mm.
and when the evolutions are happening, and like Koushiro, like one of the screens was just this orange and black thing, and Karamon's on one side, and then you've Agumon and Tentomon on the other side.
Yeah, and it was like there was data going back and forth between the windows.
like
almost.
a progress
Yeah.
bar. But then the other screen just seemed to be like the battle happening in real time.
Yeah,
There's,
like,
like-
there were cameras in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, wait, what?
Mhm.
And then the internet is just able to follow along, and then there's stock footage pop-up windows.
Yeah.
And then we learn that the stock footage is canon because Informon is seeing that, and he's like, and he nopes out of that.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Braveheart music, it gets skipping and gets
It's like
stuck.
there's a record stuck. Oh no, we disconnected.
Oh no,
Are we back?
I think so.
There we go.
No,
No?
oh no, we're good. We're good.
We're good. It's just chat. Okay.
It's just chat disconnected. Okay.
Okay.
That's not the stream. Okay, yeah, because OBS didn't give the pop-up.
Okay.
So just chat disconnected for whatever reason. Yeah, there's a real like wait. But that's the bit I don't want to think about for more than 5 seconds, because then I question everything.
Yeah, like that's where your disbelief of it, like obviously you have to have some disbelief because
Yeah.
there are children in the internet,
Yeah,
monsters in the internet.
Let me
you
just
know?
let me just crawl into the screen here.
Whoop.
Yeah, see,
There you
I'm
go.
gone. Hi.
But yeah, like you have to have obviously your movie disbelief for that, but
Corviday says, to me, groundedness should only be one color on the story palette. Tamers tried to make it the entire color scheme.
yeah.
Also says, oh yeah, when my parents built our house ages ago, they had to have a phone line run out to even have a landline. And even then, we were not that far from town.
Mm.
Ligliomon says, looking back on it, I wonder if Yamato and Takara's grandma was an evil Digimon trying to foil them.
No, she was just
She was just an elderly woman.
yeah, like she's so elderly that the phone was complicated. The
Yeah,
house phone was complicated.
that's probably still.
It's like she took it off one ear to put it to the other, and like
Then
he's in the middle of and then she just said, "Oh yeah, I'll get him," and hung up the phone. Yeah, I think she's a bit senile, to be honest. I think they are there visiting to take care of her, not the other way around.
Oh yeah. Never really liked the plot, says Corviday, but the strong suit in this movie was the animation. Omegamon's entire sequence was epic. All of his acts had strength you could almost feel.
Mm.
Yeah, there is like a visceralness to it thanks to the
Mm.
animation. There is just something that grips you.
Mm.
Lady Leomon for the dub. Koushiro talking to Taichi about Wallace still cracks me up. He's only our age, but he's already taking classes at Colorado State, to which Taichi replies, so what? I'm in junior high school and I take classes in junior high school.
Mm.
Oh gee, creepy old lady. Not really. Taichi was trying to tell her, please tell them it's me. Okay, I'll tell them. Hangs up.
Mhm.
Yeah. But that's
Like
just...
he's talking, and it doesn't occur to her that if she takes the phone away from her ear to put it to the other ear, she's not gonna be able to hear him.
No. I feel like that phone is the latest technology in the house.
Yeah.
Even the telly looked like it came from the 50s,
Mm.
which is just great because it does it paints a picture of the movie's almost a time capsule.
Yeah.
Like realistically, that movie is almost a time capsule. Sub or dub, I love this movie. I would love to see it sub for myself. Hey, get the Blu-ray for Digimon the Movies. You get a HD remaster visually of all 3 original movies. You get a brand new dub closer to the Japanese version. And you get the Japanese version with it was subtitled, and as an extra bonus, God, Discotech need to be paying me for this. And as an extra bonus, the original Digimon the movie is on the Blu-ray, so you get the chopped up, edited pop culture fever dream that minus Angela Anaconda, thank God, that is the original Digimon the movie. You know, treat yourself.
It is worth it. So out of 5, what would you give this?
Oh, it's a 5.
Yeah, I think it's a 5.
No, it really is. Like
the only thing we find wrong with it is that children are watching this live on the internet in the late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, everyone's data feed is just perfect.
Yeah,
but
that's our only problem with it. Like, that's not a problem with the movie.
No, it's not. It's really not. Like, it's got a lot of great moments. Like the whole idea of, because the Digimon are on the internet now and not in the digital world, that the emails Koushiro is receiving slowing them down is a really good idea.
Yeah,
and to turn that into like a Chekhov's gun of sending that back to Diablomon to slow him down.
Yeah, so they can, because they're like, oh, he's too fast, we can't get the last one.
Yeah.
We're gonna lag the hell out of him.
I do think Taichi's mom is better in the dub.
She is. She's funnier in the dub, because in this she's just kind of being silly, but she's making an actual cake.
Yeah, but she's also just kind of like blissfully unaware adult.
Yeah.
Where like with the dub version, and they did carry this joke over to the new dub when they're talking about the voicemail system, and she's like, "Oh, the phones are down. Great, my sister can't call me 5 times a day." And it's just like dub Taichi's mom is she's kind of unhinged.
Oh yeah. What did she say about she's like, I can't make 4 bean chili, or 3 bean chili, I only have 2 beans or something. And then I'm telling you, she hands him onion juice. Yeah, she was trying to poison Izzy.
You know.
And she says something else.
Boys, I've brought beef jerky shakes. Like she's very stereotypical. Mom read a health book and now she's a health freak, kind of. You know, she's definitely got that edge to her.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, it's such a like. Spinach cookies. That was the other one. I'd say there's a lot of people who want to try Mrs. Yagami's cookies. What? I've seen the artwork. I know the internet is degenerate. You know, like, and I do agree. Like, Diablomon is like in the whole Caramon line, not just Diablomon. I think the whole Caramon line. To reiterate a point Corvidae made earlier. It feels wrong.
Yeah, it's like
I know it's kind of oversaturated these days because like it should like Chrysalimon was in Savers, in Cyber Sleuth, Diablomon is basically is like that line is Arata's partner line. You know, it's turned up in a lot more side stuff. I know it's kind of watered down. Like, they even had Diablomon in Cross Wars, and Cross 7 beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, like, but it feels wrong in that it feels like it's not meant to exist.
Yeah.
Like is it Atmon, where they do the Applink thing or something, and it turns into that mess of a...
Yeah, the Damemon or whatever it's called. Yeah,
it's like it's kind of
Damedamon.
Yeah, he's kind of like an abomination.
Dameyo, Dameyo, Antaga, Sukide, Sukide.
But no, he's kind of like a glitch in the system, you know?
Yeah.
Like, 2 things tried to evolve and they could not. So this is the weird data that came out of it.
Yeah.
That's the vibe he gives. You'd never look for Taichi's mom on the internet? Each to their own.
Have like it's not that I was looking.
Yeah.
Some websites you don't even need to be looking. You just need somebody who likes mothers.
Yeah.
You know, the amount even for savers, the amount of Sayuri and Ikto's mom art that's out there. The amount of it is because the savers animation team knew what they were doing.
Oh, is there any cute art of Sayuri and Taichi's mom cooking? Because that's what they do.
Not that I've ever seen.
Aww.
Not that I've ever seen.
I don't recall Ikto's mom doing any cooking.
No,
Just
She's getting
leaving her,
captured alive.
leaving her babies next to giant portals to the digital world.
Why would I look for the MC's parents?
Because they're cute. You met Sayuri.
Because some people on the internet have adult woman fetishes.
Mm-hmm. Who else's mom is hot? Is it Ruki's?
Yeah.
And is it Jenny? Is that Astra's mom?
Astra's mom, yeah.
Yeah.
Astra's mom has got it going on.
Who else? Mimi has a cute mom though.
Mimi's is cute. Mimi's mom is cute because her mom and dad don't look like they should be in that show. They look there's something about the way Mimi's mom and dad are drawn that they look like they were taken out of Shin-chan.
Yeah. Ikto is definitely
Naoto's
my
mom's
brother.
all right.
I only recall her walking away and not seeing her face. She was wearing an apron when they got their divorce.
She was there at the pier.
Yeah.
When they all reunited.
Eizumi? Is that her name?
That's Koshiro's mom.
She cute? Or did we just like her because she was nice?
I think she was
a good mom.
She was just a good mom. Yeah, she was just a nice mom.
Nice mom.
She's a good mammy.
Good mommy. She is. She wants him to be bold.
Yeah. Defy me, child, please.
Who doesn't know Shin-chan?
Who doesn't know shit? Yeah, that's another thing that's just been around forever.
Yeah. Was that on Den 2?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, it was on. Yeah.
I'm watching Doraemon all week.
Oh yeah, you have to watch Doraemon in Japanese.
Yeah.
In Spain.
In Spain. Yeah.
Well, Lanzarote, but still.
Yeah. They had water bottles shaped like well, but they were in the airport and they were €7. I was like, I'm not paying €7 for a bottle of water.
No, that's you're paying for the bottle.
Yeah.
That's the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think 5. I'm trying to think who my favorite character in this was.
Also, Hikari is just a defiant little thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm winning the game. She hasn't blown out the candles yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if Taichi had just said, "Hey, Tailmon's here for you" on the computer?
Gone. Oh, there's a family emergency or something.
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't explaining it to her at all.
No.
He was just like, get home right now. And she's like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm at a freaking party.
Where if Taichi had actually explained the problem to her, and maybe he couldn't, because you don't know how long the voicemails are.
Mm.
They could be like 10-second things.
Yeah. They
Not-
could have at least said, this is a Digimon thing. Get home.
Yeah.
You know. Digimon emergency. Come home. Yes, but she was genuinely embarrassed to be on the phone. Like, her brother is sending her all these messages. And she's like, I'm at a birthday party.
Which, I'm not, you know what, that is very realistic.
Yeah.
That is very realistic. Like, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
Yeah. And the birthday girl was some judgmental bitch as well. See those faces?
Like, the birthday girl, again, like, judgmental as you said, right? The facial expressions were amazing. But it's like, every time, like, the 3 on each side of her would just slowly turn their head and look aghast at Hikari not being at the table.
How dare you be on the phone when I'm about to blow up my candles?
Yeah, and that one I get, but the game of Snap or Go Fish or whatever it was,
it's not like they're playing poker. Like, it's not like it's an important game.
Just imagine, I can't come home, I'm winning. Hikari, cash in your chips. High or low? Um, yeah, the dub one was fun. I can't come home. The magician's coming over, and I already volunteered to be sawed in half. And then Taichi's response is like, "Yeah, I'll just tell the half with feet to run home soon." The original dub had some good lines to it. It really did. The best one being in the original movie. Did you see that? Nah, I was asleep. But you're driving! It's the best line in anything ever. So I'm glad they kept that in the new dub.
That's the first movie, right?
Yeah, it's the first movie. I'm glad they kept that in the new dub. But even if they changed every other joke to be more serious dialogue, as long as they kept the "you're driving" thing, I'd have been happy. So,
like, that's a moment that you can throw a little joke into, because there's nothing happening where you're like, that should be quiet.
yeah.
Or like, there's other parts where people, like, in everything, like, they'll walk away from each other and you can still hear them going, like, I'm having the last word, no, I'm having the last word, no, I'm having the last word, and you're just like, just end the fucking scene.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, I don't know how much more good I can say about this movie. Like, the Taichi Sora thing is very, like, kind of real as well. Like, somebody misinterprets your good intentions the wrong way. Or
also, she's 13-year-old girl.
13-year-old.
She's hormonal. Maybe
yeah.
she has PMS for the first time.
I didn't want to go there, but entirely possible. And then you're just like, you're overanalyzing everything because, you're getting used to the changes you're going through, and what does he mean by this? Is it just a gift? Does he not like my hair? And then you get self-conscious, and then you just pull the hat on tighter.
And then at that age as well, like, she's, they've been friends all this time, but now it's like a crush on him, or
yeah.
So it's all very awkward, silly preteen stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, there's not an element of this movie that I don't like, and and for the tone of the movie as well, the reason you couldn't get everybody together, I think they picked their battles well. Like, Mimi's on holiday, she's no communications. Joe's at a test because of course he is.
He's a little bit older.
Yeah, Yamato and Takaru are in the mountains.
Like, what else do you do on summer vacation?
Yeah, and then Hikari is just being like, "Stop embarrassing me!" So I think they really picked up their. I do think they picked their battles well on how to not make it completely implausible that they could only get a hold of Yamato and Takaru.
Yeah.
And then there's just something. It doesn't matter if it's the dub version or it's the sub. And by dub, I mean the original. Because the new dub uses the Japanese pacing and music and such, right? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whether it's the original dub of the movie or it's the original sub. There is just something iconic about Omegamon's summon. The weight, you can feel the weight of the gray sword, and then the cannon and all of that. There's just something iconic and weighty about it all. That it is the best movie they've ever done. Like, none of the other movies are better than this. And yes, the original dub has this fantastic line that got cut out of the new dub for some reason, where Omegamon puts the sword through Diablomon's head,
The clock.
into the clock. Connection terminated. and then he fades away, and you see the clock. It's between
Yeah.
the two hands. It's so good.
Yeah, like as much as I complain about Omegamon being everywhere, and
Yeah,
why don't they use him? Why are they using him? But this didn't annoy me. It was really it was just incredible.
yeah. It's a fun little detail that they made the clones try to scurry away from the blast radius when they saw the cannon shots coming. Yeah, that too. Like there's such nice attention to detail in just like the little bits. That I can really appreciate.
You want to try these before I eat them
We'll take a break in a moment, so save me one or two. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Me too. Also, the very realistic thing of Koshiro having several drinks,
Yes,
and then suddenly going, "Oh no, I got pee."
several oolong teas, and then
Yeah.
going, "Oh no, my bladder."
Yeah. I can't hold it any longer.
Yeah. Just the faces they had him make as
Yeah.
well. They're great.
Taichi on the phone, that face was incredible. That one bit though, when Koshiro turns terrified to Taichi, and then Taichi turns and looks at us, and I'm like, "Are we in the room?"
I think that's because you have to remember, like, it's originally made for sitting in a cinema,
Yeah.
so it probably was some way of like having the audience feel involved.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Yeah.
Who is my favorite character?
It's a tough one because there's not that many characters in this movie, but there's actually so many. And a lot of the reasons are valid. Like Kotaro for like being like on top of things. The grandma for just being a grandma. Taichi's mom for just being kind of out of pocket. The barber shop for not knowing what the hell is going on.
That guy, like, fighting with the girl in the shop, going, "Hook up the damn computer, let the kids use the internet.
Yeah.
Stop being a bitch." And he's like, "Fine, I feel bad for him. I'll bring them to the other computer in the village."
Yeah, and that's a scene that was cut out of the original dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not in there.
Hmm.
That's why I was saying earlier, like if you're watching the dub version of it with us, the original dub, not the new dub, certain elements just won't be there because of how it was cut because it was, if you're stitching 3 movies together, that is 30 seconds that you can do without.
Yeah.
It doesn't contribute anything. Because you can have Yamato and Takaru run down the steps of the house, and Uncle Al is bringing them into town on his moped.
Yeah.
I think it's Uncle Al. I think he's like, "Uncle Al, slow down." "What? I can't hear you." "I said slow down."
Yeah.
And-
Someone in the chat, I think, said Uncle Al as well.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then you get, "Do you think it's strange that there's a way of how you look and how you act and how you think? Pretend they're not the same as you." That whole album is why I like ska music. So I have no idea what they were thinking when they tried to turn 3 movies into one. I'll tell you what they were thinking. Pokemon had a movie. We want a movie too. That is what Fox Kids were thinking. That is on the record. Fox Kids went, Pokemon have a feature-length movie. We want a feature-length movie for our monster show. Oh, their movies are much shorter. Make them the one movie.
Yeah.
That's what they were thinking. The Fox executives having a tantrum because Pokemon had a movie that did really well, and Fox Kids thought they were entitled to some of that pie. That is on the record. Money! Business! That's it. That's all it was.
The monocle.
That is it.
Business.
Business. That is all it was. Oh. Favorite character though. I'd say just Taichi.
Patamon.
Oh yeah, poor Patamon. Like, I do like that.
Evolve. Nope.
I do like that even Infamon went, wow. Nope. Wasn't Pokemon already working on Pokemon 2000 when this came? Yeah, well, they were working on it, but Mewtwo Strikes Back had only come out like the year before.
Yeah, and they went, they have that. That made money. We want that.
Mm-hmm.
It cost a lot less for them to slap together 3 movies than create a whole new one.
Yeah.
Oh. See, if it was Dub Mom, I'd give it to Dub Mom.
Oh yeah,
I'd give
for
it to
sure.
Taichi's mom for sure.
Oh yeah.
She's fun in this, but she's not as fun.
No, I totally get that. Like
I
even
think I'll give it to Taichi as well.
yeah. They did try to make new dub Taichi's mom a bit more out of pocket.
Yeah.
They changed like some of her phrasing is like when he sits down and he's like, "Oh, make me an oolong tea too." She does kind of spit back at him. Where the hell did I get you from?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the way he sits down with the arm and he's like, "Woman."
Yeah.
Might as well be going, "Come on." I don't know if that came true.
There you go. You want to give Taichi favorite character as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I could say Omegamon.
Hmm?
You know, I could continue to deny the allegations of actually liking Omegamon. So you know what? I'll stick with that. I don't know. There's so many good options.
Yeah.
You know, for different reasons because
See, Omegamon is cool when he shows up
yeah,
and, wins the fight, obviously.
yeah.
But I don't know if I'd give him favorite character. Because...
No, he's not in it long enough, but what he does is actually freaking amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I get that. He isn't a character so much as he is like a Deus Ex Machina kind of thing.
Yeah, he's a consequence of.
Yeah. So this is how our movie rankings are now looking. When we actually get to like rank these properly, it's gonna be very interesting because we've 3 5s.
Yeah.
But even then, I think it's War Game Burst Mode Adventure.
Yeah. See, Adventure is like it's a 5. It's like 10 minutes long, if even.
Yeah.
Like
But
it's
there's
hard
not
to
like-
judge it as a movie.
Yeah,
It's not even an episode.
No, I think it is 20 minutes. It is
Yeah.
20 minutes. But it is an episode. It's an episode with a movie's budget behind it.
Yeah.
Like that one episode of Ghost Game,
Yeah.
right? It is basically an episode because it's the prologue to the show.
Yeah.
But it is graded on a very generous curve because there's only so much you can get right or wrong in a 20-minute span.
Yeah. Especially with the story it's telling. It's like very linear. There's
Not a whole lot where it could really falter.
Yeah.
So, but it is still better than anything else on the list. So, you know. I'm just gonna call it movies and misc because we have the fucking stage plays on here as well.
I could have called it movie/plays then.
But this one is like remember the 3D one, which was like it was more like a theme park roller coaster movie thing rather than
Yeah.
it just ended so suddenly, just kind of out of nowhere, just cut off.
Oh, that was more of that like a TV special? No, that was something else.
Yeah, no, it never aired on TV.
No, what am I thinking?
And then I don't think we've done Digimon Grand Prix. I don't know if I have that, to be honest. I don't know if I have Digimon Grand Prix, but like that's another one that will just be like kind of a miscellaneous thing that we get to much later because it's not tied to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. The U2's ones were only pre-orders. They're not out. They're not out yet. But hey, at least you know you have it secured.
Yeah.
You won't be rushing to get it on launch day. But yeah. Any other thoughts before we go to intermission?
No, I think we've pretty much gotten it all out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So we'll take a quick BRB just to go stretch the legs because we've somehow turned a 40-minute movie into a 2-hour stream.
To be fair, we didn't start watching it till an hour in.
Yeah. Okay, that's valid. So we'll do a quick BRB. Let everyone get up, get some hydration, stretch their legs, all that stuff.
Get a snack, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and then not necessarily in that order. But when we come back, then we'll be going back to the Digimon Liberator website to read a column.
Which is my sad face.
Stop that.
Ugh.
Stop that.
Oh, my sad face.
We'll be reading a column over on the Liberator website, and then we'll go through any comments from last week, any memes or anything fun you guys have put onto the Discord for us to check out, and then we will see you again on Sunday. Yeah, we've only 2 columns.
Okay.
And we're only doing one today.
Oh,
And we
okay.
can do the other one then on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then we're all caught up before we go.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's only going to be an introducing area, so it's going to be like, what, a page long, if even.
Yeah, it's just a tourist
Yeah.
description. Yeah.
It's a tourist brochure,
Yeah.
if nothing else. The battle will take the longest, which is why I think we should just get it out of the way today.
Yeah.
And then we're all caught up to go back to the Comic-Con Wednesday. So, yeah. Alrighty. Guys,
Oh, you're gonna make me read.
I am going to make you read, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Making Meg read Digimon Liberator.
Give me a glasses wipe so I can see.
Yeah, we'll get that sorted out in a second. All right, guys, we will be right with you. Ooh, sorry about that. I mentioned at the start of the stream, I'm not exactly 100%, and I just had to get onto my job to let them know that I'm not going to be in attendance tomorrow. So, yeah. Thankfully, my manager, you know, is very compassionate.
Good egg.
He's a good egg. So. But Meg,
Oh no.
From eggs to Megs.
No.
R.
You're egg hatched.
You. Ready?
Oh gosh.
So this
Okay.
is Digimon Liberator Column 23. The battle coverage of Shoto versus Owen's Dragonkin aggro deck.
Ugh. Right.
You
Excuse the
haven't
yawning.
started yawning.
I was just yeah. Just getting one out of the way. You're gonna open that can as well, so when my dries up, I can actually drink it. And I feel a sneeze coming on. Wow, my body doesn't even want to do
I
this.
tell you, there's a dose going around.
Oh, me, it's just hay fever.
Mm.
That's why, like, it feels like I need to blow my nose, but my nose is bone dry. So it actually has been quite a while since we read that.
Yeah, so this will be good.
Or
Kind of,
read that.
this will be a nice recap, so we get caught up on.
Yeah. So why are they fighting?
So
So Shoto can just show Owen.
how far he's come.
Yeah.
Because like Shoto did save the world, and no one's like, well, yeah, but we had that whole promise thing, and
Yeah.
which we learned Shoto made a bigger deal out of it than it actually was. Or
Yeah.
we'll have to go back and like read chapter 12 again just for ourselves.
Yeah. We'll have to just
Yeah.
just read that or something. Getting through it.
Yeah. So tips 23, battle coverage 7 versus Dragonkin aggro. Take it away, Meg.
Oh, crap, I thought you were going to start reading. You looked like you had forgotten about it and we're going to start. I just saw you taking a breath as if you were going to go, this time we're watching. Okay. Chad, are you all back? Are you here for my reading? Okay. This time we're watching Shoto Kazuma's Vortex Warriors go up against Owen Dreadnought's Dragonkin aggro deck. The former specializes in dominating the playing field, as seen in our previous coverage, where Sam the Clown was beaten by a combination of Zephigamon, Medieval Gallantmon, and the new Zephigamon Ace. Shoto's new edition lets him make offensive... Should there be? No. I was just wondering if there should be an apostrophe there, but no.
Nope.
Shoto's new edition lets him make offensive plays even during his opponent's turn. Will this additional firepower give him the legs he needs to take out the former champion he's up against here today?
People are back.
Good.
Yuki says, just reread it after the column. We have time. No, we don't.
No, we don't. You just heard AJ sick.
And AJ also has to send Yami trades in the morning, so
Yeah.
the sooner the sooner AJ gets up and gets that done, the sooner AJ can go back to bed.
Mm.
Right, go ahead.
I mean, I'm trying, but someone didn't scroll yet.
Oh. Oh.
We're not on the old Lenovo's.
So here we have Shoto's deck, excluding some cards. We have Fluffymon, Terramon, Galemon, Grand Galemon, Muchomon, Zephigamon Ace, and Green Scramble.
Yeah. We'll find out. Owen and his Dragonkin aggro deck are no pushovers either. He previously wielded a War Greymon deck designed to battle and delete his opponent's Digimon. But with additions including Elizamon, his deck is now significantly more of an attacking threat.
Well, Leomon's heading off, so have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you for being here.
It
Sleep
maintains
well. And Corvidae refreshed their drink.
Lovely. We got a whole new one.
That we did.
We bought 4 earlier because we didn't think 2 would be enough.
And we were correct.
Yeah. Right. With additions including Elizamon, his deck is now significantly more of an attacking threat. It maintains its deletion potency, but is now also highly capable of trashing security cards. His deck improves with each iteration, and this one is no exception. The aggro in the name, Dragonkin aggro, you just said it, you don't need to put it in brackets, is derived from its insane speed. Its progress means it's no longer affected by enemy effects during attacks. This allows it to burn right through its opponents with blinding speed, all while countering Blast Digivolve and the opponent's security option cards. All crucial aspects of the Digimon card game, no doubt about it. If Shoto lets himself lose focus for even a second, he's toast out there.
And this is Owen's deck, excluding some cards.
Oh, look at that Dimetramon.
So we have Elizamon, we have Dimetramon, we have Lamiamon, we have Medusamon, we have Raging Serpentine. I actually got all of these during my unboxing. We have Agumon, we have Cyclonemon, we have Cyberdramon, we have Wargreymon, and Shadowwing.
Yeah.
Actually, I have all of these.
You too.
I'm not putting the haughty Lamia Ojo-sama deck together.
Who would she pair with?
Hmm?
Who would she pair with? Well,
Hmm.
interesting to see. Let's take a look at their playing fields. First, Shoto's. Okay.
So, on the security stack is Galemon, Cockatriemon, Grand Galemon, and Terromon. Then in play is a suspended Shoto, Uchomon, a Terromon in play, and then
Evolved up to a Zephygamon.
and then another Terromon evolved up to Zephygamon or Fluffymon up to Zephygamon.
So he's lost a security card.
Yeah,
Just one.
he's down
Because he
one.
should have 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's down to 4 security. Nothing in the raising area.
And now Owens.
Has
He's down to
lost
2.
has 2 cards left in security, and only has his 2 tamers in play, with a Digimon up to Lamiamon in the raising area.
Okay. Standing out on Shoto's field are Zephygamon and 2 other Digimon. Owen has 2 security cards. If something doesn't significantly change, Owen's defeat is guaranteed. But the former champion is not about to let that happen. Knowing that he's holding a level 5 in reserve in his breeding area, it seems quite likely that he plans on an all-out assault in the back end of the match. His 4-cost and 3-cost tamer cards in the battle area seem to attest to this strategy. As it stands now, the situation is in Shoto's favor. However, in the Digimon card game, a drastic reversal of momentum is almost always possible. Let's dive into some explanation of how the match progresses. We'll kick off with Owen's main phase with the memory gauge at 4. He has used 2 Shadowwing option cards. I imagine a lot of you out there are unfamiliar with the card, as it came out way back at the very beginning of the Digimon card game. Shouldn't that make us more familiar with it? Because it's been around a long time?
People may have only come in with Liberator,
That's true.
and it literally was set 1.
Mm,
So
okay. I mean, I'm unfamiliar with it, so,
yeah, there you go.
It's easy to see that the security effect is amazing, but the main effect is simply a data point increase.
Yep.
Sorry, it's been a while, so I've forgotten what all the terms are.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Owen tends to carve out progress bit by bit, and this card's capabilities are a good match for that playstyle. Other players have become quite familiar with his usage of the card, which was notable in several tournaments. This straightforward data point boost meshes perfectly with his partner's progress effect. Thanks to Shadowwing, Lamiamon's data points is run up by... Data point is run up? Are run up? I suppose they're saying DP is.
Yeah.
Instead of points are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run up by 6,000. Now he pays a cost of 4 to digivolve it into a Mega. Your first impression of the newcomer might be youthful and showy, but that appearance is merely a trap luring its opponents into carelessness. The same is true for those long blue braids. They might appear stylish, but they're actually snarling wyverns. Wow. That striking giant eye is able to fire petrifying flashes of light that lock their target in an eternal tomb of stone. The fanged attire is by no means strictly for appearances. As stylish and as sly as they come. Its name? Medusamon. A Mega Digimon named after a titanic mythical beast. And then they're like, she's this great and powerful, and she's like, nah, nah, nah.
Yeah. She might appear youthful, but that's just for show.
And then she immediately goes, blah, blah.
Yeah. I still love her chompy shoes, though.
Yeah. Taking Shadowwing's contribution into account, its DP is up to a menacing 18,000. Medusamon's when digivolving effect. A flash from its eye deletes Terramon, who has the lowest DP, and the all turns effect plays a petrification token to Shoto's field. Medusamon's centerpiece special attack, which recreates the Eye of the Gorgon, quickly forces opponents to become familiar with these tokens. So long as one remains in your playing field, you're constantly at risk of your opponent trashing your security cards, and risk of your scramble delay effects being hindered due to Digimon remaining in the battle area. The effect is straightforward and aggressive, but also calm and rather technical. But when it says tokens, petrification tokens, is there a literal token?
You just
like use a coin or something?
Yeah.
But it's literally, it has to be a physical thing that you put on their on their field. Okay. Via an effect of Owen's Tamer at the end of turn timing. Wait.
Yeah.
Owen's Tamer at end of turn timing. Yeah. Okay. Medusamon is granted piercing. It promptly capitalizes on this, going in to attack the suspended Muchomon. The fangs on Medusamon's boots catch Muchomon. I need art of that, please. And Owen uses piercing to force his security check. The first card is a 4000 DP Galemon, easily brushed aside. Now with Shoto's security weakened, we have a chance to see Owen showcase his specialty in this situation. Firstly, due to inherited effects from Elizamon and Dimetromon, Owen gains 1 memory twice. That moves the memory gauge from 2 on Shoto's side to 0, meaning that Owen's turn continues. He then suspends the 4-cost Tamer, causing the petrification token on Shoto's field to be deleted. The token's on deletion effect trashes one of Shoto's security cards. Finally, Owen gets to use the inherited effect from Lamiamon to play a Dragonkin trait Digimon from his hand, in this case Cyclonemon.
Oh, I remember him looking melted when we read this.
That concludes the effects related to Shoto's security stack being removed from. However, there is still Medusamon's attack to consider, another security check, and it's Terramon. With that, Medusamon's attack is over. Owen then uses the Raging Serpentine option card from his hand. The Zephagamon that had been holding the line on Shoto's field is at last deleted. This only cost Owen 4 memory due to Shoto having 3 security cards, an astounding value indeed. Then Raging Serpentine is placed on the field and Owen's turn ends. In the Digimon card game, what you can accomplish each turn depends on how much memory you have available. No matter how gloomy the situation on the field appears, it's always possible to turn the tables on someone. Owen's turn here is an example of that. Got a lot more now.
Yeah. Compared to just
a
suspended Tamer. Ease.
Now, Shoto's turn starts with the memory gauge at 4. He was almost in position to swing for game. Swing for game?
Yeah, it's a phrase.
Okay. The fortunes have entirely reversed now. Is it like he was almost in a position to checkmate?
Yeah.
Kind of that way?
Like, if you have an open field, I swing my monster into your battle area.
Yeah.
Take away your last. You know.
Yeah. If he can't figure out how to do away with Medusamon imminently, his defeat is all but assured. A more positive spin on it is that if he can figure out how to take care of Medusamon, then victory is still very much a possibility. And looking at Shoto's current deck, that might very well be achievable with Vortex. During the breeding phase, he hatches Fluffymon, and at the start of your main phase timing, he places his Tamer on the bottom of his deck, and plays Terramon, plus a Tamer who can grant Blocker and Piercing. Terramon's on-play effect allows Shoto to add a Galemon and a Grand Galemon from the top 3 cards of his deck to his hand. Then, for a cost of 2, he digivolves Terramon into Galemon with Vortex, and uses the option card Green Scramble from his hand for another 2 cost. He digivolves Galemon for a cost of 0, Grand Galemon arrives. It's when digivolving effect drives Shoto forward. It suspends to gain immunity to Digimon effects, and then digivolves to Zephagamon Ace for a cost of 5. Ordinarily, being safe from Digimon effects would allow one to rest easy and get set to blast digivolve. However, Medusamon's progress effect renders when digivolving effects useless at counter timing, and Shoto has likely determined it wise to digivolve here. Zephagamon Ace delivers A 1-2 punch, suspending Cyclonemon and sending Medusumon to the bottom of the deck. To top it off, Shoto's Tamer card's end of turn effect grants it piercing and blocker.
Just stop you there for a sec. Just completely off topic because you see by the scroll we're nearly done.
Yeah.
I learned today. I don't watch Invincible.
Right.
I learned today there is a One Punch Man parody hero in Invincible.
Okay.
Called Two Punch Man. And he's literally dressed like Saitama.
Okay.
But like legally distinct, so different colors, and he's just got like these two like dot things on his forehead.
Right.
But like completely bald head as well. Like it is just Saitama in a different outfit.
Yeah.
I learned that today. I was like, oh, that's neat, I think. Sorry,
So when I say 1-2 punch, it just... Do you know where my brain...
1-2 Uniflu!
That's where my brain goes, yeah, every time. 1-2. 1-2 punch, because that's what he does in the ad, yeah.
Oh, I figured. Sorry.
We grew up on the same TV.
That we did. Go ahead.
Alright, where am I? End of turn effect grants it
Piercing
and blocker. Right. He then attacks Cyclone. That's meant to be like
Cyclops.
Yeah.
So Cyclo.
Cyclomon. Yeah. Using Vortex. Zephagomon Ace's all turns effect is triggered and it unsuspends itself. Zephagomon's Wind of Swords cuts into Cyclonemon, and Shoto then checks Owen's security using Piercing. The card that turns up is Agumon. Owen now has one security card left. In this turn, Shoto has used Vortex to tear down Owen's entire playing field in one go. And when the Vortex Warriors gain the upper hand on the playing field, it's difficult for the opponent to make a comeback. Will Shoto keep up the push and manage to suppress Owen? Oh, we flipped backwards again.
Yeah.
Just whoop, I'm winning. Nope, whoop, I'm winning.
And Shoto's got a different version of his Tamer card out now.
Okay. Sorry. Owen starts his turn with the memory gauge at 5. He hatches Digimon in the breeding area during the breeding phase. His start of your main phase Tamer cards effect boosts the memory gauge to 6. Sorry. With the phrasing and then all the apostrophes and stuff, like it just gets confusing trying to read it. Because I'm like, his start of your main phase Tamer cards effect. Like it's just grammatically my brain is like, no, you said that wrong.
Yeah.
It boosts the memory gauge to 6. Owen plays Cyberdramon for a cost of 7 and activates its on-play effect. Owen's aim here is to use the delay effect of the Raging Serpentine placed on his field. What's that? Scroll back up to the picture again.
No.
Where is it? There's no Raging Serpentine on his field. Or does he have to play it again?
He has to choose on reading area. 6 place 7. So he should be -1. I guess this is just a cut down of like the important cards on the field. Raging Serpentine.
Yeah.
In this instance.
Okay. But it's still there. We didn't get rid of it, basically. No. Okay. It's not in that picture either.
No, we just have to take the story's word for it that he played it.
Yeah. Okay.
Bad.
The all turns delay condition requires an opponent's security card to be trashed. Owen intends to accomplish that by using Cyberdramon's on-play effect and then digivolve it for no cost. Shoto has no card with an effective security effect in his hand. His best hope is Zephagomon, who can at least pose a challenge in a security battle with its high DP. His final remaining security card is trashed. The trashed card is Grand Galemon. Raging Serpentine's all turns effect is thus activated. Owen uses delay to digivolve Cyberdramon. And clad in armor yet mobile, a new Digimon of immense physical strength arrives. With its emblem of bravery, it certainly looks the part of a heroic warrior. Hard to imagine there's a Digital Monsters fan out there who doesn't know this Digimon's name.
Who's that Digimon?
Pikachu!
It's War Greymon! Fuck. I was watching a video the other day. Sorry, I forgot you didn't watch it with me. I forgot you weren't. Anyway, someone's talking about like the usual like, oh, this is why Pokemon games are bad now, and I grew up with Pokemon when it was good, and all that stuff. And
Because the
talking
games have changed so much.
oh, stuff like exactly right. And there's like he has this bit, like moment on the screen where him is watching the telly, and it's like, who's that Pokemon? And it's Eevee silhouette, and child him's like, Pikachu, it's Eevee, fuck yeah.
Is that not the Vine? That's
might-
the one I was. That's the
it
one
might-
I was referencing.
it
Going,
might-
it's Pikachu.
It might be inspired by that, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's the same bit.
Yeah, that's what's been. I've been seeing that constantly because I watched one video of a whole bunch of Vines. So now the Facebook Reels algorithm is like, you like Vines, have them all.
Fair.
War Greymon, the brave dragonkin, the unstoppable draconic warrior, Owen's longtime partner, has now come down onto the battle area.
I'm glad they're healthy in that stage of their relationship.
Mm.
Long-time partners.
Longtime partners, yeah.
Cool.
My brain just made that meme, you know, the meme where it's like cuddling your Pikachu in bed is cute, but not your Machamp or whatever, your Machamp. I'm like, he's there with the Agumon patting it on the head.
It's a
Now
War
he's partners with a War Greymon.
It's less cute.
Oh. His brave fighter's abilities include Rush, Raid, and Blocker. These are put into motion by Owen's Tamer card at the end
End of your turn.
at end of your turn timing. The focus of War Greymon's raid attack is Zephagumon Ace. The inherited effect from Cyberdramon sharply raises War Greymon's DP to 15,000. A single intensely powerful strike suffices to delete the star of the show in the battle versus Sam the Clown, Zephagumon Ace. Overflow -4 sets the memory gauge back to 3 on Owen's side. War Greymon is energized by its all turns effect. War Greymon's piercing effect checks Shoto's final security card. The predetermined Zephagumon is outmatched and the battle is over. And so this fateful showdown between childhood friends ends in Owen's victory. Former champion's abilities make him a force to be reckoned with still. Despite the loss, it was a competitive battle until the end. Shoto's battles in Digimon Liberator have taken him to another level, and he was able to prove that here. And that brings today's coverage to a close. We all look forward to even bigger and better things from these two.
Yep. And then next time is it's a tour guide thing.
It's longer than it looks.
It's
Or longer than you think it's going to be.
it's like 5 paragraphs. It's fine. I could probably do it now if I wanted. I don't. We'll wait till Sunday. And we're all caught up going into Liberator Chapter 13 next weekend. Sorry, next week.
Desmond said, no, it's Charizard.
Alrighty. Alright, so shouldn't it be courage, the emblem of yeah, but this is like this is why we got Agumon Bond of Bravery instead of Agumon Bond of Courage.
Mhm.
Like I'm still not over that. Bond of Bravery makes no sense when Taichi has the crest of courage.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Unless you're redubbing the show and he suddenly got the crest of bravery.
Mm.
Watch them do that.
Can I
No.
just eat the rest of them and I'll buy another packet tomorrow?
Sure. Alright, so let me swap over here to YouTube and we'll see about comments.
Mm.
Oh yeah. War games. So we have a comment on from Desmond on the stream from yesterday for the card unboxing. Says Shoutmon, Gamamon, and Gatchmon are here, but no Arcturusmon and Cross 5 in the pack. We have a Tai at home, and his name is Tai. Sure. Yeah, because I got
that makes Taichi sound terrible.
I got no Taichi Tamer card at
Yeah.
all, and I thought I got them all bar Taichi. I forgot about Tageru. I did not get a single Tageru card. And
Me
now
too.
after tomorrow, now I'm gonna have no heroes because Yami is swapping them for me for Globemons.
Yeah.
So I can't complain.
Not like you're ever gonna play a hero deck.
No, I doesn't. Like if I really want it just to have the 9 pro tags like together in a binder,
Yeah.
I'll just buy it. It's like $2.
Yeah, just buy a single one.
Yeah.
You don't need a playset.
No.
Oh, we were gonna read comments as well on the last episode, weren't we?
Yeah. Speaking of the comparison videos, I got a comment on one of them just because we're covering Wargame today. So the Wargame dub comparisons video. Sunstar says, I'm tempted, but I feel like they still crack jokes too often. If by some miracle we ever get a new English dub, I hope they don't do it as much. And they won't, but like the jokes that are kept are the ones that people remember that give flavor to the original dub.
Yeah.
It's as much for nostalgia as it is introducing it to a new audience.
Yeah. They're gonna keep the most memorable lines from the whole thing.
Yeah. I also wish they'd bring back as much of this surviving cast as possible. Can't do it without them. I mean, yeah. No, like if they're able to do it, I'd love to see them do it, but if it did get redubbed, I could see them swapping out a few people.
Yeah.
Maybe bring them in line with the 2020 dub. But I don't know. I like New Joe. I like New Joe, and I do want.
They could just redub it with a whole new cast instead of bringing in maybe 1 or 2 old ones.
Yeah.
Just start from scratch and make a whole new dub. But
I mean, they did that with 2020. No. I keep wondering why they'd age the characters up for no apparent reason. I mean, most of us were in elementary school when the show aired. Why not keep them in elementary school too? You'd think they were more relatable. Because the characters are growing with you. That's why in Season 2 and Try and Kizuna and Zero to the beginning, the original characters are growing up. Because that is relatable to the kids who watched it in 99, seeing the characters that they grew up with aging. Like that's... no. I don't want Digimon, and maybe it's... I know a lot of Digimon fans feel the same way, but personally, I don't like the idea of the Digimon characters being Ash Ketchum and staying the same
forever.
Yeah, or like The Simpsons or any other like show out there where the characters just don't show age or signs of the bat. Like if the characters don't age, you either have to...
They won't grow up. They won't grow.
No, but if they don't age either, there's no continuity. Because you can't have all of the adventures happen in a 2-year period and nothing else.
Yeah.
Are we 25 years of the original Pokemon anime before Ash tagged out? Was that all in a space of 3 years?
Yeah.
As far as the show continuity goes?
Yeah.
But then they reset his age at some point. There is a point in the Pokemon anime where he did have a birthday and then they reset him to 10.
Yeah.
So no, for me, Taichi 99 is relatable because I've watched the fucker grow up.
Yeah.
If you want a younger version of the cast, the reboot version is there.
Yeah.
But let the original cast grow up. I'm not
then
opposed
you'd never
to that.
get the stories of, you know, growing up you lose or you reach your potential, or
Yeah.
you know, you'd never get any of that. So it'd be a completely different show then again.
Okay. Oh yeah, so this is the other comment on the Adventure 99 dub comparison movie. Dub versus dub comparison aside, says Nightfall Protocol. So Batman Arkham fan here. Which good games. I mean, Night was a bit, not the best, but okay. The sound design in the redub is so bad. There's a handful of scenes where there's no music and no sound effects, and it makes the whole scene feel weightless and empty.
You've ever heard of Silence for Tension?
Apparently not. For example, at the end of the movie when they're battling Kokomon, instead of the epic, intense battle music from the original... Now, by epic, intense battle music, let's kick it up and show them all the things that we can do. Let's kick it up.
Call that epic battle
Another
music.
notch tomorrow.
Call that epic battle music by any means, Pokemon.
Right? But they play this really awkward, smooth jazz. I've talked about anime and smooth jazz before, so I kind of appreciate this. But Digimon did it better than Shinzo. And I could not stop laughing. So there's a reply that says, the redub is trying to stay closer to the Japanese version, which wasn't full of pop culture songs and additional dialogue over more silent scenes. It's not supposed to be a one-to-one recreation of the original dub, more of what a modern dub would do that includes a few keepsakes from the original. And that is just another example of why I say that what would work for a Japanese audience does not always translate well with an American audience. Good thing America isn't in the entire world then. Like I said, the sound design is either empty and weightless or bizarre and hilarious. And and comments like these are why, like you said when we were watching Tamers, and it's like, I have to have the last word. No, I have to have the last word. Because people just can't pay attention when there's silence for tension. Or there's a lack of sound effects because you've never had a traumatic moment in your life where it just feels like the world stopped around you.
Like
Lucky
everything.
you.
Yeah. Or you see that in movies all the time, like the person, like there's all this chaos going on around them, but everything is silent.
Yeah.
Because they're processing it.
Yeah.
And there's not people around them making quips fucking every 10 seconds.
Right. Don't know why
it's showing the comments
I don't
twice.
know why it's showing the comments twice, but fair enough.
Yeah, there's
I
guess we'll just have to agree to disagree there because I can never. I guess me and Nightfall are on two opposite ends of that.
Yeah.
Because I much prefer the way the Japanese does it. Like obviously with the redub, you know, they're leaving in certain jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
But like as long as they're in appropriate places, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Right. We actually don't have any. There's nothing I'm seeing that doesn't have a mark on it to say we haven't read it yet.
Desmond said a new comment is coming in, so you might want to refresh.
Oh joy. Lady Leomon left us a comment on last week's stream.
Well, that's what we were going to read now. Oh, there it is. Yes.
Well, yeah, we would have to do it anyway
because there's no.
Yeah,
no
but we
other...
don't have any backlog comments to catch up on.
Yeah, but these are the ones I was talking about.
Oh, okay. And just like that, it entered, says, in regards to the last couple of episodes. Not with a whimper, but a cheer. This was the first series I watched as a kid that had a satisfying ending, and it was 3...
Sad as it was.
And had a satisfying ending, sad as it was, and 3 of those...
Like sad faces.
Are they sad faces? I wish if you held the cursor over the emoji, it would tell you which ones they are. I think it's those ones that are meant to be like the watery eyes, the pleading ones. And thanks for all the great reviews of this classic, AJ and Matt. And Desmond says, the final adventure. For now, there is a movie, but that's not what I'm talking about. I hope Apocalypse will get that pizza that will save him from being depressed. It's time to meet the OG Toguru later on. The OG Tagaru. I'm keeping that in mind for the episode title when we start 02. The OG Tagaru. Okay.
Yeah, they're like the happy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
The happy tears, I guess.
So I think that's it, comments wise.
Rivade said, "I'm US and I'd take silence over obvious. What would be cool for marketing songs?"
Thank you.
Mm.
But don't get me
That's
wrong.
what a lot of people don't realize as well. Is just because it's an English dub doesn't automatically mean it's an American dub.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I hate that Go Digimon. Is that song?
Hey, Digimon.
Hey Digimon. I hate that song.
Champions
It ruins
to the boy,
every
girls.
scene it's in.
Hey, Digimon. Hey, Digimon.
That. Every time.
Champions of the digital world.
Every time it plays, it's just crap.
7 young kids go to camp for the summer and wind up living in a digital land where everybody gets to meet his own Digimonster, a digital companion, a digital friend, a Digimon.
There's some kind of serious battle going on, and that's playing. I'm
the champion
just like,
and ultimate
this
too.
is
I'm
awkward.
going to save the digital world for me. I'm going to save the digital world for you. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Monster friends to the boys and girls. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Champions of the digital world. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. That playing in some kind of battle
Yeah.
scene where things are serious. I'm like, well, way to ruin the mood.
But even like there's even like when in Wargame when Wargreymon and Metalgarurumon half dead are going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
There's another one of the insert songs playing called Here We Go.
Mm.
And it's like, hey, what's up, superstar? Looks like you're going far.
God.
I don't remember.
It's the last thing you want to hear when you're half dead flying through a tunnel.
Yeah, like, what's up, Wonder Girl? You're gonna change the world. Cause when everything... I can't remember it word for word, but it's that same idea. Like,
Oh, you had them.
I did.
You did.
They were these songs that were made, like, for making the more tense scenes a bit more lighthearted. For the
friendly.
Yeah. Question mark, yeah. A bit more lighthearted. For the audience, for the audience at home. So,
but it just ruined scenes for me.
Yeah, and I get that because it's you didn't grow up on it, so you don't have that. Hey, I know this one. But watching it back, like because we've watched primarily the Japanese version, and then we've dabbled with the English one for certain scenes, or we watched those couple of episodes the other night. There is part of me now where I go, yeah, that song really doesn't work here.
Yeah. When you're watching it a little bit more critically and you see like what's actually going on, you're like,
yeah,
this is a bit too we're in swimsuits on the beach for this scene.
Like, do I? And I think, like, look, it's not like the Japanese version is a million times better, right? Brave, let's not get ourselves twisted, right? Braveheart is as much as a marketing ploy to make the evolutions and battles feel better as anything in the English dub, right?
Yeah.
It's all marketing. But there is like, and I think it also may be a thing of, well, it's in a language I don't understand, so it automatically sounds better.
No, but what I'm talking about, it's not those songs. It's the scenes that need like classical music. So they don't need lyrics. They don't need like a boppy tune, like to.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes when Hey Digimon plays, it's like I said, it feels like we should be on the beach here.
You don't think Koromon and Taichi should have been rolling around the room to Fatboy Slim? You don't think that was pivotal to the storytelling of Digimon Adventure? Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, check it out now. Funk Soul Brother, right about... You don't think that was pivotal, though?
Like things when there's a battle, like obviously you get your evolution songs.
Yeah.
But there are parts that don't need a pop song or ska song over them.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, I do.
Yeah. And then there's parts in some of the scenes, and it happens in the Japanese as well, where they're talking and someone is singing behind them, and I'm like, wait, who am I listening to? Because that's how my brain works.
Yeah. No, I get that. I do. I get that entirely. Let me just do a quick refresh here. No, nothing new. Nothing in mentions.
Wow, I haven't mentioned since
Anything held
Chambers.
for review? Nothing held for review.
Look at that.
Yep, nope, definitely nothing. So
Hmm.
cool. Right, let me jump back over to chat here before we move on. Zuki. It's the children won't pay attention or get scared if we get too serious effect. Bane of many potentially good storylines.
Hmm.
Yeah. See, this stream made me remember you were watching the original OG dub. Yeah, so that came up on I was just watching YouTube and suddenly it started playing that.
Hmm.
And by God, when I saw the two people looking down the camera at me, I went, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's hidden now, isn't it?
I think it's members only.
Members only, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no hiding. Our faces were on it at
They
one
were,
stage.
yeah.
Like,
And I've always said, look, I'm
there's no
always
point in getting rid of that.
I'm always appreciative to the person I was on camera, but it doesn't line up to the person I am now. So
Yeah.
it is like looking at a different person now entirely. You know, it takes my brain a minute to go, oh right, yeah, that was me. But you know, is what it is. Sorry, titties were just too much fun not to have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, all right, the music copyright issues. Time freeze caused so many timeline issues in the Pokemon anime. Right. Corbin says, although now I have an adorable image in my head of War Greymon after a battle being like, or can I have headpats? Leaning down in front of his tamer. He's a dinosaur man Digimon, actually. I mean, the thing said Dragonkin, so. Yuki says, shouldn't it be courage? Yes, it should. Yes, again. Oh,
you replied to that, didn't you?
Yeah. Don't like Agumon Bond of Bravery. That stuff, get out of here with that. That is dumb. That is absolutely
That's 2020,
dumb.
isn't it?
Yeah. Kizuna.
Kizuna.
So we'll get back there to Monica Bellucci soon.
Yeah. I'll never get over that.
No, I know.
You had no idea what you were saying.
No. I thought I was saying Menoa for the whole recording. And nobody corrected me but you.
Yeah. And it was a recording as well, so you weren't live.
Yeah.
So you couldn't even change what you were saying.
Corbiday says, plus you can get so much fun flavor with instrumental pieces. FromSoft players learn to fear the sound of a choir and bells. And sometimes the Vanguard anime gives units their own pieces. Yeah. I mean, Zelda players fear the sound a Guardian makes.
Yeah.
In Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, as soon as that little kind of... It's like violins or something,
yeah.
isn't it, that kicks in, I'm just like, oh god, panic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or it's like me with the Sonic drowning music.
Dun 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 dun.
Like, I literally feel like I can't breathe when that's playing.
The Skyward Sword Guardian music, though, is just so... Oh no, I'm going to die. Because at least the Breath of the Wild Guardian chime kind of gives you a minute to, like, get over your heart attack.
Yeah.
Skyward Sword one is not as friendly. It is not as friendly. It is not. So, before we move over to Discord, because I think Yuki posted some memes for us.
Okay.
I want to pop something up on screen for you.
Okay.
Out of everything we've watched so far...
Oh, you want me to rank them?
Rank it. So... I
mean...
For me, this is everything so far. I don't know if you have different feelings on some of the certain same number ones, so I figured I'd let you.
I'm just looking at the order you have, and I think I'm kind of the same.
I will just. I will zoom this in for the
For chat, yeah.
chat. There we go.
I think the 4s stay in the same place.
Okay. So, for anyone who's listening audio only, I have ranked my Digimon movies and miscellaneous as the following.
Oh, you've got Digimon Adventure in there twice.
I do. That one's my war game.
You don't need both 5s. You're gonna wipe out my.
Yeah, because you didn't have your own Helen.
You want your what? There we go.
So, I have ranked War Game, then Activate the Burst Mode, then Digimon Adventure, then Battle of Adventurers, then Revival of the Ancient Digimon, then Runaway Locomon, then Zero to the Beginning, then Digimon Savers 3D, and then the Tamers stage play, based on anything we've watched so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if Locomon is better than the beginning.
You wanked your what? Now, Corvidae, you don't need to bonk him for that one. That is a genuine mistake.
That you actually
that
said out loud.
I actually said out loud. I was imitating Grandpa Denemon's ranking from Atmon, and I don't remember the context of the conversation, but whatever way the conversation went, I said wanking instead of ranking.
Oh no, you no.
It became a thing.
I don't think you were doing the voice.
No?
No, I think you accidentally said you were like wank off something instead of rank off or rank up or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was an Atmon thing gone around.
I don't think you actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
I'm
you
just
accidentally
remembering
said
how
wank
it
in that,
happened.
yeah.
So
And then you said something was a Gammamon Wankfest, and Desmond really latched onto that too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that sounds. That might have spawned from God Past. So in other words, Bonks H. No! No! Mean?
Yeah.
What about you, Meg?
It's been a long, long time since we watched Locomon. Runaway Locomon.
That is the train one.
Oh, I know what it is, and I can picture it in my head, but I'm like, why did it get 3? Okay, what was wrong with it? I don't remember. What was right with it? I don't remember. I'm actually having a little trouble with Savers 3D.
Oh, yeah?
Can you like bring up a clip of it or something just so I can
Sure.
visualize it?
Sure. The whole thing is on YouTube.
Yeah, I just want like 2 seconds of it, just. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, they fought Armageddonmon.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I'm gonna wait for the ad to go away. You remember this?
Yeah, I do. No, I could picture that earlier, but I just couldn't really.
Lulu?
Yeah, so that can stay where it is.
Okay.
And Runaway Locomon was like that struggled from having writers that didn't actually watch the show, right? Basically.
Basically, yeah. Like, there's a few continuity issues, like Beldebumon's eyes and things like that. So I figure just by default.
Yeah, that goes at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe put beginning over.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it was like Ruki's birthday, and there was the big celebration, and she missed her daddy, and yeah, she was also wearing the Broken Heart shirt, even though
there
it
was
was post.
Yeah, there were a
season.
lot of things in it I remember going, but wasn't that part resolved? Wasn't this?
Yeah.
And yeah, we were literally told then in some interview or something that we read after it that the people writing it didn't really pay attention to they wanted to write their own thing and didn't care about the continuity of the show or something. Yeah.
Cool. So those are everything we've watched so far ranked, and we'll kind of come back to that then as we get through Hurricane Touchdown, stage play for Try, Kizuna,
yeah,
and then we're caught up.
And whatever else. What was that thing you said earlier?
Oh,
Grand Prix?
Digimon Grand Prix, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did something with this earlier.
Oh?
I'm gonna make sure chat what I'm doing. Yeah. So I did something with this. You see this sheet? This is what our scores look like if you bring the decimal point to 0.
Okay.
So going from like these are
1 second.
that's you.
Thank you.
So our Digimon Adventure score, mine's 3.5 and yours is 3.45.
Yeah.
If we bring the decimal point to 0, mine rounds up and yours rounds down.
Yeah.
Because of the rule of 5. So this is how the shows actually look. If we were to just give them solid numbers.
Out of 4s?
Yeah. Hunters actually didn't get factored into that. Hold on.
Oh.
I must have made it before we watched. There's this. Format the cell. So yours is going to be a 3 as well because it's over the 5. So Hunters is actually better than Frontier if we round off.
Wait, is that one of the reasons why BSMon sometimes has different eye colors? No, it's because they just weren't bothered double checking.
Yeah, they just
They went, oh, I saw him with those color. That's what color they are now.
Because most of his artwork has him with red eyes.
Yeah.
Because.
But that particular one at that particular point in time had different color eyes.
Yeah. The Tamers one at this point in time should always have green eyes, but there was just continuity issues because Konaka wasn't involved with Runaway Locomon.
Yeah.
So.
You fix my face?
There you go. Big old smile. Look at you. Look at the big old smile. Oh. So yeah, this is what happens if we round off.
Are we going to see Revenge of Diablomon?
Oh.
Is that not in the list?
Is that not on the list? It's not.
It's not.
Let
No.
me fix that.
Okay.
Okay, let me fix that. Thank you.
I mean, we would have noticed eventually when we got to it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, we would have noticed eventually, but thank you.
Thanks, Desmond. Now I'm angry. Ah. Yay. Ah.
There we go.
Fix my face again.
Yep. So we've actually 2 02 movies left.
Yeah.
1 mid-season and 1 post-season. Kind of like Tamers.
Yeah. Jumping mad, yeah.
Ah.
Like my nephew. Rawr. Did I tell you when I went over for some Japanese food on my own because my family were like, hey, we all want Irish food. And I'm like, no, I came from Ireland. I don't want to eat Irish food on my holiday.
Yeah.
And oh no, I can't type. And they I just went to the Japanese restaurant on my own across the way, and it's a pub over there, and I'm over here in my Japanese restaurant. I can still hear the baby going "rah" in the background. Couldn't hear anything else. Just hustle and bustle of the area with all the pubs, and then just in the background, "rah."
Oh.
Because he thinks he's dinosaur.
Yeah. So yeah, we have Hurricane Touchdown at the midpoint of 02. We have Revenge of Diablamon at the end of 02.
Mm-hmm.
I need to rework out where the stage play fits in to try.
Yeah.
We'll get there. And then it's Last Adventure Kizuna. We're done. Like, we're nearly done with this as well.
Mm.
Like 17 episodes of this left. Wild to me.
Mm.
And yeah.
Tiny creature demanded food, yeah.
And that they do.
Food and Netflix. He's obsessed with that show, Chaos Theory.
Oh.
Camp Cretaceous?
Oh, yeah.
Jurassic Park one, there's a sequel show to that called Chaos Theory. And it's a bit old for him, but he just sees dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's all about, corrupt.
I think we could get him into Digimon then.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah. That breed fire.
Yeah.
It'd have to be the dub, though.
Oh, have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering my sister thought that my nieces were going to be speaking Japanese after watching Totoro one time in Japanese.
Yeah, your sister wasn't smart that day.
No. Oh, there's a tiny friendo.
Oh, there is. We'll get him later.
He's
Anyway. Hey, focus. Alright, so let's we'll jump over to Discord then and see what awaits us there. Let me this and that. Back over here. Screen back up. And oh, new card game stuff. The Digimon. Interesting. He's kind of lost in there.
He is, yeah.
But because
I really had to focus to find where his face was.
yeah, because the background is also red and
It's kind of blurry.
yeah,
Maybe it's because it's the sample card. Maybe it'll be a bit less blurry when we.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just I think it's just between the background and his attacks. There's so much going on.
Mm.
He does get kind of lost in it. So this one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. Mirai's partner Mega was teased in a poster, and the first arc is about to end. This must mean Mirai will show up soon, right? Debug 7 and 8 just dropped. Still no sign of Mirai, but she was implied to be Aris's sister. The retailer information confirmed she'll be in EX09 releasing in June. For previews. They tease in chapter 13.2 of the comic, and a novel chapter is dropping the week after that. And we got her rookie Digimon silhouette in the comic. Oh, yeah! Debug 9 released in May, and it's all about Yuki.
We need to find a new version of that.
Yeah, we have to.
We can't use Vince McMahon for that anymore.
No, he is a trash fire of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
New art.
Aww.
Belty Renamon.
I love it. Look at her go.
Okay. It's good to see this meme format come back. Okay, cool.
Okay. But
Oh, you're very shiny. Titty.
At first I thought it was just one titty, but it's both of them.
Morning, Betsumon. Oh no!
Oh no! I hate it.
Why?
Change my face to disgusted, please.
Remember what the key prompt is on that.
Bad.
No,
No, not that one. Goodbye. Get rid of it, please.
Ew.
I'm gonna be sick.
Ew. Betumon Thrust.
Ew. Burn it.
Here. Wait, he was already posted, wasn't he?
Was he? Ah. I don't remember seeing that before.
Pretty sure he was up here. Or did I just maybe no, I just saw it on Blue Sky earlier. That might have been it.
Hmm.
I think I just saw it already, so my brain is conflating the two sources.
Hmm.
Okay. I can't re-spoiler it. I'm sorry. Hey, when you log into Discord, it will still be a spoiler tag for you, so you don't have to undo it.
I hope so.
Um,
It's like when I was scrolling. Do you remember that cursed Agumon? I think Yuki posted it as well, where he was very like human. You remember that?
oh yeah.
And when I was scrolling back looking for those two memes to repost them, I could see myself going, "Why did I open this knowing he was in here?" And I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to go back that far."
Okay, so I think that is everything.
What's new one? Oh, that's just.
It's just non-Digimon related. So okay, so I think that is everything. Holy moly. It's certainly been a night.
Yeah.
War has come and gone. I will get
No.
No. Gotta shrink the scores again. So now posterity.
Or not. It just went, no, you're not.
It just went no.
No uploads for you.
Fair enough. Right. Well then.
No.
I'm thinking of Meg. Oh no. Corvidae, yeah. Plus the background is so close to his color. Yeah. Maybe it'll look better like when you hold it. Maybe the foil or something will make it stand out more. But if it is shiny, but
At least if it's shiny, he might have a little outline around him.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like the foil might suit him better, but burn it, cleanse it with fire. But yeah, no, thank you to everyone who joined us today. Meg, we are going back to 2020.
Oh no.
In a couple of days.
Didn't that end?
No. No.
I mean, didn't it end though?
Yes, but also no. So we have 17 episodes of 2020 left. How are you feeling?
Why?
Why you I mean, what can you do? Like, what can you do after War Greymon single-handedly destroys the cause of the Holy War, however many thousand years ago? Like, where do you go from there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it should have ended.
We're doing episodes 51, 52, and 53.
Yeah, they're doing the supernatural thing. Oh, we've gone as far as killing God and killing his sister. Oh, look, we're back to Lucifer.
Yeah. I guess we'll see how it goes, but I just showed Meg buff Gardevoir. Available on, you can see it on our Discord in the non-Digimon channel's internet art thread. Alright. So.
Yes, but actually no.
So tomorrow, there is nothing from us over here.
No.
But if you wish to follow me over on Twitch, I will be starting .hack Quarantine finally.
Yeah.
The final game in the original .hack quadrilogy. Yeah. And it'll be good to have that out of the way before we watch .hack Sign here on the channel.
Yeah. Actually.
Well, that'll be one of our things we do before Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be such an investment.
Sign is not.
Next line is it's like 26 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's a season.
Although you home in quarantine,
No.
that was against the rule.
That was very much against the rules.
Stay in my garden. Desmond, you're already in the garden. You're in the tree.
Come no further. Social distancing. Remember, 6 feet. Yuki, I hear you in the attic. You stay where you are. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So we've got Dot Hack Quarantine tomorrow over on Twitch. You and I shall be reunited over on Twitch on Friday for more Ace Attorney Dual Destinies.
Yes.
We're starting chapter 2 of that game.
Yeah. Oh. What outfit?
Yeah. And then Saturday I'll be playing Yakuza 5.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, we're back here over on YouTube for, again, Digimon Adventure 2020, episodes 51 to 53. Now, please look forward to it. But that is it for now, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I cannot believe that with a 40-minute movie, we still went 4 hours.
Yeah.
I might just have to cut out the intermission to see what the actual proper length of things was. So I'll cut out the intermission, but because it did not need to be as long as it was. I had to get in touch with work. That's really what slowed it down. So that's on me. But take care for now, everybody. Love you all.
Love you.
Again, if there's any weird things or sound bites or stuff you remember us saying in past episodes that you think would be funny for the new intro, leave them in the feedback thread on Discord. I'll be glad to add them to the new intro. Otherwise, I have an idea.
Oh.
It won't involve voice clips though.
Ah, okay.
It might just shake it up a little bit
So I'm
extra.
not going to upset people.
Probably not.
Yoman's gonna die.
Aww. that one felt personal.
Those are my takes that upset people. I'm sorry.
They are, yeah. Yeah, those are. You already did? You put it in there? Sweet. I will check that out. But I think we need more than one.
Yes.
So we'll work it out. If we don't get really get many that I can edit into a whole intro, it's fine. I have an idea that doesn't require voice clips, and then I can just do a better job of keeping tabs on them for the eventual next intro.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Don't be worrying about it. Don't worry if you
we
don't
can always
remember
go-
specific dates or show numbers.
You can always
or
look at the
whatever.
memes and see if Yuki made anything we said into a voice into a meme.
Yeah, that'll give us an idea of like what in and around to go look at to kind of go looking for.
We can't put your wanking off in the intro because then YouTube will go, no money for you.
No, we're not putting the word wanking into the intro. That is not happening. Because if I'm gonna lose ad revenue on that, you're paying.
Remember, every stream members only.
Yeah. So, alrighty, guys, take care of yourselves. Much love. Desmond.
Nighty night. You took off your glasses, but your goggles are still on, so it looks like you didn't think. Desmond is crying now. Look, you're making.
This is my disgusted face.
Your eye is gonna go into burst mode.
Anyway. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your week and take care.
Monday.
Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.